I
Oh.
test them. But it's nighttime.
I believe we went straight to live, by the way. Sorry about that,
did.
guys. For some reason, my stream disconnected from Twitch. So I needed to get the said it couldn't find the key, so OBS was just freaking out being OBS.
5 minutes. It wasn't even 5 minutes. It wasn't even 5 minutes, and here's the sirens.
So sorry about that, guys. We went live, and for some reason, my stream disconnected from Twitch. Right, so welcome back to another night of D&D. I'll go back through all my apologies. So apologies, it's been 2 months since we last played. It's just scheduling conflicts. I was sick for 3 of those weekends, which is half the time, so it's a lot on me as well, but I was extremely ill. We're not all back, but 2 months is too long without D&D, so we will continue. On that note, and this is for the players as well, yes, it will be D&D next week, but I think Easter weekend's the following weekend, and there won't be D&D that weekend.
Yeah, Easter weekend is like 2 weeks.
Yeah. I will be away from a stable internet connection that weekend. I will probably be playing D&D, but just not on stream.
Wow, we're getting
Keyword.
rejected for a second D&D session.
Keyword.
Right now.
Keyword though. I will be playing.
I feel so emotional about this.
My cousin's a DM, and if he's going to go online and do it, I'm going to be like, I want to be a player.
So, I feel like so rejected. It's like this time my dad went out for cigarettes and never came back. It's unbelievable.
He died,
To-
James.
I know he died. You don't have to keep mentioning it.
Alright. So
At least
let's.
it's also WrestleMania weekend.
Oh yeah. The weekend after that is WrestleMania weekend, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
Fuck yeah.
So
it
we
is.
won't be there for that because we will be watching wrestling. Anyway, please continue.
Unless
Yeah.
you want us going, look at that!
Every time you go, oh yeah, so you walk into an abandoned forest and we're like, oh shit, he hit him with a fucking chair. Can you believe that?
Yeah. So, on our last session, you guys recently returned from a trip where you did 3 quests for the local community. Unfortunately, you guys gained no intel on location of Cragmore Castle, and therefore your search for Gundren. But you do have one more lead that there's a druid in the ruined town of Thundertree, back north from actually mostly the direction you came before coming to Phandalin. But he knows the area quite well, and including the forests and all of that. So if there is a ruined castle somewhere, he would probably know. But he was last known to be in the ruins of Thundertree to the north. And I believe you guys are actually gearing up and getting ready to go, but you're still in town. But that was your mission statement. I think you also, not sure, I think we might have lost our key note takers. I actually forgot, it was the other intro. Dave is still not with us. He is ill. Got a bit of a nerve problem, so he's in a lot of pain, so he's still not with us. And Kit's a little more complicated, so he more long term in real life might not be playing as much. Probably not at all. But so for night, I will be playing as Axel. I believe
Resting, Alara had a nasty accident with a nail clipper and severely injured herself. So we had to leave her for dead. Will she come back like a
Ooh.
normal movie? Who knows?
Thank you for the follow. Cool. I believe you also got advice from, I think it was from the woodcutter's wife who you saved. She did mention, I think it was her who mentioned, there was something valuable in her old store when they used to live there before they left. I need to double check exactly what that was for you, but I'm not sure if anyone had that on their note. Yeah, it was a family heirloom, a golden necklace worth 200 gold. In the old herbalist shop. But yeah, so you guys find yourselves in the inn where you guys have spent the night. What are you guys doing?
Hold up, this is the inn in Thundertree, or this is an inn
No.
somewhere else?
No, you're still in Phandalin.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying that. I don't
Yes,
remember anything. So
Yeah, no, you're still in the town of Phandalin. So you guys are about to leave to journey to Thundertree. Thundertree is not like it's an abandoned town. It was so it was attacked by, oh, not sure how much you guys would know, but it was destroyed in an attack of monsters over 50 years ago.
Gotcha. Alright. Well, I mean, Lathy doesn't really gear up ever, because, you know, I'm lazy, and he doesn't really want anything ever, because possessions are of no interest. So I guess he's just kind of hanging until somebody else tells him we're leaving.
Can I think we use rations, right? So we need to top up on rations.
Yeah. So when you guys are gathering up downstairs, Axel is down there having his breakfast as per normal. You guys do notice that Alara is missing.
Just like I will be, because I've just got to go put my son to bed. I'm back in 2 seconds. Please continue.
Lathy's outside anyway. He's sleeping
Yeah.
in the tent.
He sleeps outside, yeah. But yeah, there's no sign of Alara.
Not like her to be one to wake up late.
I try reaching out with the mental link, see if just yelling mentally oh yeah.
You get nothing.
So either she's dead, the red cloaks came back and kidnapped her, or she ditched us.
I've not a clue.
Axel turns around and says, we could just go check her room before we jump to conclusions.
Knock knock.
Yeah.
As you do that, the door just opens. You do see signs of a struggle. The room has been tipped, and sheets are torn. And you see none of her belongings, but there's a lot of broken furniture and stuff. So, bit of a fight, but bit of blood.
Is there any notes anywhere?
Not that you can see. Actually, do an investigation check.
12.
That'll be enough.
A 6 or a 9, sorry.
No, that's right. I'll say on the dresser that's in the room, it's half broken, but you can see it's not a note, but it's a piece of paper, and all that's on it is a black spider, and it's been pushed through with one of her daggers.
Oh boy. I guess we made more of a ruckus than I thought we did. I take the note and I put it in my backpack.
Okay, cool.
I take the dagger.
Okay, cool. So you guys can head down.
Standard one.
Yeah, just a standard dagger. So she had daggers in it, but she also had her special blades. It was one of them.
Actually, before we head down, I know it sounds of a struggle trying to Was there much in the way of blood?
Yes. You could see blood on the floor and all over the place, but you can't tell. There's different types of blood, but you can't really tell, so it's a mixture.
Blood for the blood god?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. You start as we mean to go on.
So, Lathy, just so you know, the guys investigated. Oh, actually, I can update you. You're not with them at the moment. You're outside still. But yeah.
As long as they give an offering to blood and tell me about it later, I'm sure I'll be good for it.
Axel's like, well, our list of people we need to find seems to have grown a little bigger.
Mm-hmm. Seems like we need to get to Thundertree ASAP and see if we can get anything from this druid. Maybe we can be buddies, because I'm a druid too. So, like, self on, like, a shoulder.
I believe, actually, it was a female druid as well.
Nice.
Wizards of the Coast, Wizards one of Wizards of the Coast's gender changes between the new book and the old book. So I just need to confirm.
Oh.
The character literally didn't change at all, besides the gender.
Good for them.
Yes. Instead of an old man, you have now an old lady. You have a picture this time. We didn't have a picture last time.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. To answer your question, if you guys want to know, you can just go to Parthen's Provisions, just pick up traveling supplies or anything like that. Then we can head off. Oh, up to you guys what you guys want to do. You guys have to decide on the route you're taking as well.
I walk into the shop. I have a bag of 355. Is that copper? Yeah, copper pieces, and go, can I change this to something a bit bigger?
He looks at you and goes like, actually, yeah. So he will let you just change it through. I believe it's what was the exchange rate? Let's double
It's
check.
100.
I think it's 100, 100, 100,
copper
isn't
to
it?
1 gold. No,
To
it's
1 gold.
100 copper to 1 gold. 10 silver pieces to 1 gold. So I'm
So it's
assuming,
like, would you like silver or gold?
I'll take 3 gold and I'll keep the 55 copper for change. Because you never know
Yeah.
when you need change.
Stores
Cool.
like this mainly deal in copper, so they're quite happy to do that. They would normally use it for change and stuff with their patrons. But they do, of course, they're normally paying gold for all their goods when they buy in bulk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can
Makes
I help?
me a lot lighter. He like taps the like coin pouch.
He looks at you like he's like agreed, but it's like gonna sound like the gold coin is like that big, and the coppers are like that big. They're like teeny tiny little coppers.
I have
But then he looks at you-
255 of them, so you know.
Yeah, it does get a little heavy.
It all adds up.
But yes, so you guys
Good snacks.
You guys managed to pick up some traveling supplies. I would say wouldn't have cost you more than like 10 copper. What? How much was it? Yeah. I think as a whole meal here is like not much, but we're going for traveling. Let's say it's a silver piece each, actually.
Cool.
Yeah. And that covers you
Then,
for the whole
like-
journey. It's like 5 days worth of rations.
Yeah, Nick turns around and goes, we should probably go tell Lathy Alara's gone.
Yeah.
She's like wandered into the shop and she's like, wait.
He
Yeah,
probably
we go
wouldn't
to
notice.
we go to like Lathy's little tent.
Knock, knock, knock.
What up? Can you knock a tent?
You can knock it over.
Tent over.
That's not gonna make Laffy happy. Are we moving out? Is what he will ask.
Oh, hang on.
Can't ban them.
How do I do it again?
The mallet. Get the mallet.
Click on the name.
Click on the name.
But guys, they're sorry for bothering us.
Not sorry.
Click on the name,
We can't
and then
Yeah, there should be like a little like stop sign that you can click.
there we
There
go.
you
We'll make
Bye.
them more sorry.
Thank you, Sean.
go.
I really gotta get better with the controls. There's a lot going on my screen, to be fair.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah. We should sort of knock on the sort of scratch at the tent door, I guess.
I knock on my arm. It sounds more like a doorbell, but you know.
The fucking bell tolls and suddenly Lathy's dead.
I said knock, not point.
Yeah, Laffy will come out of the tent and be like, are we moving out?" Or
Yes.
something to that effect.
First thing, Alara got kidnapped. He pulls out the little spider thing in the thing. The guy who's been behind all this stuff has got her.
Laffy will sort of like just sit for a second and just sort of stand and just sort of think for a sec. No great loss. The elf was annoying anyway.
She was an innocent person.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
Axel looks at you, it's like,
Anyone.
what's wrong with elves?
Nothing wrong with elves, but that one was annoying. Which is what he'd say, by the way, about anyone when they leave. Very clear. He's just like absolutely covering.
So
Uh,
we need to go to the tree, and I need to go see my new druid buddy that I'm gonna have by the end of this. Totally, I'm not gonna mess up this social interaction. Walking her around.
Laffy feels the need to reassure Nyx, and because he's absolutely convinced Nyx is just a child, because Nyx is very small, he'll do what he did before, very condescendingly kind of scribble Nyx's hair, you know, do the just like, I'm sure the elf will be fine, little one, don't worry.
It makes no difference to Nyx, she doesn't brush it. It's short for a reason.
Axel turns to you and says, we have a decision to make. Do we want to travel the road for speed and then go all the way to back to Neverwinter and then you travel upriver and enter to the town through that way because that's where the main road in? Or do we want to try cut through the terrain? I don't think we'll save too much time either way. It'll probably be around the same.
I mean, if we stick to the road, it's probably safer, right?
Yeah. Wondering if we get
Especially
more
now we know the
goblins.
spider doesn't know we exist.
Well, we did take out his hideout. Oh, by the way, I'm RPing. I'm RPing as
Yeah.
yeah.
Figured it.
So-
We left no survivors. So that means someone's been here since we killed everyone. Sorry, since we freed the castle.
Oh, you mean the old manor? Yes, but I'm wondering if they got hold of the kid.
Say again, sorry?
Axel's saying we did leave that one young red brand alive, the teenager, and of course there's Iano themselves. Who knows? There could be another betrayer in the Lord's Alliance. We don't know.
Yeah, true.
Could be someone in the town.
Yeah. Never trust anyone you never met before.
True.
This is why I like working alone. The vetting procedure's a nightmare. Laffy has said that out loud, just to be clear.
Just, just remembering back to before we walked into Alara's room, was the only signs of a struggle inside the room, or did it carry outside in any way?
No, it had ended in the room.
I'll take it looking at it from any angle, so no windows were busted out, nothing like that.
No. Even though some things were broken, you get the feeling it looked like it was a kind of a quick encounter. Also to make sense to you guys, because otherwise it would have woken you guys up. But yeah, Axel says, yeah, I agree. Let's take the high road. I feel like the closer we get to Neverwinter, we're more on their terrain than ours. We know from everything we've heard that Cragmore Castle is somewhere in there, but we might just stumble into more of them. Let's travel fast. We can also resupply if we need to be in the town, but I really want to actually do this quick, so not going to want to spend much time in the city.
That's fair. I vote road, either way. To get there.
The road seems to be the way to go.
Okay, cool. So, for brevity, we can still say you guys set out on your journey. Double check here. Right, Nearest roll a few dice. So it's going to take you about, let's say, how far did I say you could travel? You could travel 20 miles per day, what you can average.
Off we go.
It'll take you about 4 days to get back to Neverwinter. Oh, wait, Jenny got, no, let's say 3 days. It took you 3 days to get here. And then it's another 10 miles to Thundertree from the city.
We'll do that walk like you see in the Olympics when they do like the speed walking. They kind of just like slightly sort of wiggling their butts as they walk really quick, you know? That's a lot of everyone's like, let's go quick, but there's nothing about Laffy that's been vaguely quick in this entire game. Like, this man is slow. He is a slow, slow man.
Uh-huh.
And weak, but separate problem.
So, let's take brevity, because just setting up camp and all that every night. You manage to get all the way to Neverwinter unhindered. Took you 3 days, but there was nothing really happening on the main road. You don't have a cart with you this time, so it's actually a little faster than the first trip back.
When we get to Neverwinter, can we have a look into getting maybe horses we can ride for the rest of the way?
Yeah, we can.
In your case, a tiny pony?
I mean, I could probably just ride on someone else's. I won't like make it cheaper for us.
I just need to double check, because you just made a very good question.
You like,
For the
you
horse
have
cost.
like a tiny little donkey, and I have like a Shire horse because it's the only type of horse that a Goliath can ride. That's vaguely going
I
to
feel
take his
at this
size.
point, Lathy would just pick Nix up and just strap her to the side of the Shire horse, like, perfect.
Just right on the arse, like, you know, like
Yeah.
the back of the thigh there. Just strap it right on the thigh.
So you're basically going to go in and see if you can find a stables that can sell you a horse.
I mean, to be fair, actually, with both of you, because you're both very small, right? Kavla is like your height, so
But he's metal.
I know Axel's there too, but obviously without Dave being there, Axel's like engagement is limited. So at the minute, it's really just a large man and two tiny children, and Axel kind of just wandering along next to us, silently.
But I'm just going through my stuff. I want to
Like
actually
a
see.
fucking Fagin from Oliver Twist or something, huh?
Lathy's, like, fatherly instinct kicks in from, like, after he lost his family, he didn't really have one, then he has these, like, two tiny children who are full-grown adults, but he's just, like...
Oh, he does not understand you two are adults. There's nothing about that. Like, he's very convinced you're children.
I am very impressed, Gabe. Something that's so obvious. I mean, I have pages. I mean, talking about I have potion shops, armories, fletchers, leatherworkers, adventuring supplies, faith supplies, general stores. I don't know stable. No, I do know. I've googled it, but I have a and also I can apply my general rule of thumb here, so it's cool. So yeah, you inquire around and you find a stable. They don't seem to have much in terms of stock, but who's gonna go do some negotiating or wants to go try find the owner?
First of all, like, Nix turns, like, who wants to, like me and Cowboy probably share a horse rather than, I assume, we're small enough.
Probably.
Lathy needs his own horse.
No, for sure.
And Axel's probably gonna have his own horse. But that's 3, so it makes it a little bit cheaper for us. Just to, you know, get places.
You want to get 3?
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead.
No, nothing. I'll let you carry on. It's a little bit. I'll do it.
Okay, cool. So who's gonna handle the interaction with the? You can see as you arrive, you can see there's a guy brushing. Once the horses there, it seems to be very small stables, but someone you're recommended.
Nix holds up a fist. Rock, paper, dagger.
He looks at
Decide
you. What?
Who is doing this? I don't know if scissors exist in this world, but dagger.
Bowl department shears. That's what the D&D community calls it.
So their game is rock, paper, dagger. So I know paper exists because rock, parchment, dagger. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's called boulder parchment shears.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. My brain heard it as like bold department shears.
No.
Like, that's what the bold scissors
Boulder,
got it.
parchment, and shears.
Yeah. Who wants to go? Like discuss the horse? Because I think I'll mess it up.
You think you'll mess up? How do you think I'll do?
Laffy will buy the horses. Nothing can go wrong without it. We are the 3 most bumbling people. Axel would normally be the one to do all of this.
Oh, that's actually true. That's actually true.
We would all just stand back and Axel do it absolutely normally.
Or
Yeah.
yeah.
The two. But Axel's still here, so I just have to do it, which is me talking to myself. My favorite game. All right. So Axel, watching you guys, and as soon as Lathy said he's gonna do it, Axel just walks up to the owner of the place and goes like, "Look, what horses do you have for sale, and like, what is your going rate of animals?" So the man looks up. It's like, as you can see, we're quite low stocked at the moment. been a lot of activity in the region, so horses have been. I've actually had very good business. I sold quite most of them. So unfortunately, I do have 3 steeds left available, but they go for 100 gold pieces. I do have some ponies, 1 or 2 ponies as well. They're a lot cheaper. So they'll cost you around 50 gold pieces.
You have any carriages? So we can
Oh.
touch the horse.
I do not sell them, but they would also be vastly more expensive than the horse itself.
No boy.
I will say you'll probably find the same issue across town. Just the cost of supply and demand. At the moment, horse trade's pretty good. So it'll take me a long while to breed up a few more. Might actually go have to check in neighboring towns and buy some and bring them in at this rate.
He's talking about importing horses.
Yeah. Dungeons and Dragons has economies.
Tax on them horses is fucking awful right now, boys. It's 100 gold. Then I've got to pay 20%
You're in a city now. There's politics. Like I could tell you, there's factions, there's politics, there's politicians,
The
there's
previous
trade.
round didn't have any horses.
Well, yet again, if it's a horse scarcity, why would a small town have like a whole bunch of horses for sale?
Because we brought like 4 with us when we arrived.
You didn't. You had a it was pulled by an ox. Your wagon. It was.
We buy an ox.
That's gonna be slower than walking.
Nick's just leaves an axe and goes, "Got an ox?"
He's like, no, I still. And looks at you like weirdly, like he looks back to Axel. It's like, you have some strange friends. And then looks at.
It's Nick's going through her memories of like, what did we arrive in town in Phandalin in? She says it out loud.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how much gold you guys have, but I'm not sure if it's in the hundreds yet.
I have
82.
63. Well, I have a platinum, so I don't know what that translates as down into gold. But I have 1.
10. That's 10. That's 10 gold.
Oh,
If it
fuck,
says on the top-
that shit then.
It says in the top, like total in GP is gold. That top
Oh,
one is.
I just have them listed as other possessions. I didn't even know there was a gold thing I can enter. Oh, there is a gold thing. It's right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. Let me put this in here. Nobody told me about this feature of the program.
So it looks like
Here we find out Laffy has just discovered what a wallet is.
7, and I have 60. So I
It's
just
like-
do that.
Oh
yeah,
Axel
70 gold.
looks
Okay.
and starts negotiating, saying like, "Can we make a deal? Like, how much would it cost if we bought all 3?" And the guy looks. It's like, well, as I said, I'm gonna need to get more at this rate because I only have foals back in my farm.
These 2 are only small, Lathy would like to interject. Could they not just ride one of the foals?
No, that they're yearlings. They're way too small. You can tell this guy takes pride in his horses. So it's like the best I can do is 250 for all 3. I'm not sure if you guys.
Don't know if we've got enough for that. I mean,
Well,
we could climb
actually-
anything together maybe, but
Let me pull up. Hold on. How much? So Axel comes to that. Let me confer with my party, and we can see. What you guys want to do? the prices are pretty high. From what I know.
I have some stuff I can sell. I just don't think I can sell it back in Phandalin. Like I have like these ingredients that we found in the manor. They sell for 25 gold each.
You can probably find stores here, and we're in the city now. You can probably go and we can sell them here. But it is still pretty steep. Back when I mean, he's not wrong. Prices do fluctuate, but from what I know, the average cost of a horse should still be around 75 gold. So it's a little steep.
Donks.
I don't think, because Matthew doesn't loot, he has nothing that he can use to sell or anything, because he just doesn't loot, so he hasn't got anything.
Yeah, I had some stuff I looted.
I also feel terrible spending Dave's money. Like, spending a player's money and he's not here. He might have had plans for his gold.
Well, Nyx pulls out everything, she's counting up, and she's like, I have 82 here. If I sell the 3 things I have, it's another 75. That's math.
Ah.
157.
Lathy sort of interjects in and just...
But
we really need the horses.
Yeah, Axel turns around and is like, yeah, I was thinking as well. Do we want to spend all our gold on horses? I mean, we're in a big city now. Maybe we can find some health potions.
Tiny legs, Nyx. I can put you in a bag and carry you.
Nyx like vaguely pulls out the goblin loins, like, probably strap me in with this, right?
He pulls a face like this.
Maybe dismiss.
The smell overpowers his nostrils instantly.
God, the guy with the horses goes, get out, because it stings.
He's like, please leave. I don't want to be near you people anymore.
Look, if you ain't buying, I ain't selling, and I don't want you smelling.
Oh, whoops. That's the wrong campaign. I saw Gozara and I'm like, nope, wrong Phandalin. And now I want Axel.
Down the street, we just see an orc walking. He has a very nice hat. Huh, fair enough.
Calabunga! And he goes and smacks someone.
Cowabunga, it is.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was taking a look at Axel's finances. So that's why I've messaged him. Anything you would want to buy in town? So yeah,
This whole time Axel's just been wrestling down the road with how many coins he has.
no.
He and Alara must be the richest. Not to matter it too much, but they must be the richest of us. Like they
It's
will
not-
loot
it's-
like crazy.
It's not by much because they often split everything. So I'll say
It's just the thing. Like last one is we had a thing. We picked up some stuff and Alara picked up a bunch of gold coins. We never actually split it. I don't think. During the time.
we need to double check with Lara after this, well, with a kit after this, and just double check. But while you're in
That's what I was
town,
thinking of.
Axel's like, I think maybe we skip horses. Because didn't take us too long to get here. And it sounds like most of the stuff is still local. And I don't think we're going to try ride horses into the woods. And run
Yeah,
next leg as
true.
well. I think if we are going to spend our hard-earned gold, maybe we try find a potion shop.
Can do.
It's up to you guys.
I'm down because I can sell these ingredients that I found either way. They're just taking up space in my bag at this point.
So
I have a stick.
Axel just turns to the horse and it's like, sorry for your time. We're not going to purchase them today. But do you know where we can find a store that sells potions or adventuring gear that we might be able to use? We're heading into Thundertree. He's like, yeah, sure. There's general goods store, and there's also, and he points you down to a more apothecary, like potion brewer kind of space as well. So you get there, there's a nice lady behind the counter, and then Axel turns around and is like, well, Nix, want to sell things? Maybe you go find out what they have.
Okay. Nix heads into the shop and puts down a jar of dragon bile, so I'm guessing like a small bag of powdered nightshade and a small vial of mercury. Just like pops it down like, I've heard I can get a bit of gold for these.
They come and examine it, and they're like, "Indeed." Do you know the total gold value for all the items?
I know. Nix doesn't say this. It says, "I'll sell you them for 30 gold each."
They look down, and she's like, 30 gold is way too much for these items. How many?
Oh, open to discussion.
I would say she can see you really starting high. So just mark off, she will buy them, but just mark off the exact value that I gave you for the item.
Okay, 25 each it was. I wanted to
Yeah.
haggle. I wanted to try and get a bit more.
No, she was going to go the other way. She was actually going to start only offering you 75% of the cost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she said, no, this is the fair price.
Fair enough.
Because also most merchants would do that because they have to sell for a profit.
Yeah.
But these are components, so she can use them for profit, so she'll take them. She's like, is it only... you only here to sell? Do you want to buy anything?
Nix takes a look around and she's like, got any health potions?
Like, ooh, I do indeed. So she goes and reaches under her counter. It's in a lockbox because you can tell these things are quite popular. She heaves and she like puts it on the counter. Boom. And she like unlocks it and opens it. Like, what would you be looking for?
Probably just a few. I don't know what size it comes in, but probably a few small ones, maybe. Just to bump up my pack a bit.
Fair enough. Trying to double check because I have the prices here. I just want to double check these are still relevant in 5e. Right. So you're looking for regular potions for your name. So
yeah,
I have all three. I don't have any potion of supreme healing. If I did, I would not be keeping in this chest. I do have one of these. She holds up, and this is the potion of superior healing. I don't think this is in price range, so she puts it down. But I do have these, and she points to most of the small vials. She has about 6 regular potions of healing, and she has 2 slightly bigger bottles, which are potions of greater healing. She's like, the potions of healing each go for about 50 gold each, and then the greater healing is 100 gold.
Hmm.
And if you were interested, this one I put says is 500 gold.
Nyx looks there contemplatingly, and she's like, pulls out a coin pouch and like counts through it a little bit and goes, I'll take one regular health potion, please.
Cool. Mark of 50 gold, and you have a
Yeah.
health pot. I'm gonna do probably. I'll actually wait for if Dave responds. Does he not have potions of healing on him actually? The potion of invisibility. He has a potion of healing, so I'm not going to spend it unless he asks. Does anyone else want to buy while we're here?
Lathy does not wish to buy.
Kevlar heals himself, so
Yeah.
I can heal myself. I was just in case.
all right. So I'll say by the time you finish all your shopping, it's still. I'll say you actually came into the city quite early in the day, so you can still probably make your way across to the ruins of Thundertree and probably camp closer, or you can try. It's up to you. Do you guys want to try to find a tavern and then sleep here and arrive there about midday, or would you rather use your time to travel there, rest up outside the town before you get there, and then start a day fresh there?
I think I'd prefer just to move on and just to get there.
Cool.
Yes.
So that's what you guys do. So you make your way out the western gate. No, sorry, eastern gate. And start traveling along the river. As the day is coming to an end, the forest of Neverwinter comes back into view. And just in front of it, you do see a small hill. And on it, you can see the ruins of Thundertree. You can see the ruined tower and everything, but it's still it's getting dark, so you guys can't see. So I think you guys are going to make camp. I think the Watchers is normally just Kevlar and now Axel, seeing as Alara's not here. So
Yeah, watch.
So, Kevlar, just give me a perception check for the evening.
Stop,
Do.
George.
That is a 21.
And give me 2 more.
George.
No, that was a 7. And that was a 13.
Cool. First watch, well, all the watches, in fact. So even though you rolled really well on the first one, you find it was quite peaceful through the evening. Just heard maybe a bit of game coming by, but nothing else. Seemed pretty calm. But I'll say, in the first watch, once everyone had kind of gone to sleep, because you rolled so high in the distance, you could hear Adele thud, 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 and then it fades away.
Take it it's not a familiar scent then.
Go give me a nature check.
That's a 19 on nature.
Okay. So you can tell from the best you can the sound was more air pressure and the thud of wings. So, but it was like big.
That's
But yeah.
a big bird.
But yeah, so you guys awake. Nothing happened to the party during the night. And you guys have found yourselves outside the ruins of Thundertree.
When we, sorry, just to check, when we
Hmm?
rested up, how close were we to Thundertree relative to it?
I would say you would have stayed a good bit away. A good, like, how do I say? You would have like stayed. Oh, like there's a hill that crests into it before you go in. Like it's like a long view. You can literally see it on like a plain below. So you're a good like hour outside of the town by walking.
And was it just in the general distance I heard the wing sound, or was it in a specific direction?
You did sound like it was heading to Thundertree.
I think you're gonna have to repeat that. I think Discord cut you off.
Oh, sorry. No, it definitely sounded like it was heading towards Thundertree.
Well, guys, I think there's a big bird at Thundertree, or something else big with wings.
Oh my god, is my harpy thing coming true?
Depends. What's the wingspan?
Nyx like spreads her arms as far apart and goes, probably about this big. Which, because Nyx is small, is not very big at all.
Send it a little bit bigger. George.
Axe takes a look. It's like, well, I think we should just be careful then. From what we can see, the town looks mostly ruined. So I think we just search building by building. Look for signs of the druid.
So she's
Look.
sticking teams of two.
Axel's
In
like,
case something happens.
I think we should stick together after we heard those. Like, just stay as a group.
Oh,
We're still
sure.
We're still on the hill, right?
Yeah. So there's a path going down into the town.
Kevlar activates extendo vision.
I'll allow it. I'll say when you're looking, you can see most of the buildings are, from this distance you can tell, a lot of them have lost quite a bit of their roofs. They're crumbling. The main tower that sits on the hill in the center of the town. So the whole town is like, there's a small tower that's on top of a hill, and then all the buildings kind of wrap around it. Well, more to the right side because it's quite a steep slope on the one side, the back of the hill. So it's similar to how the manor overlooked Phandalin. The tower overlooks this, but it's way more central. And it's way smaller than Phandalin. You do see one or two buildings that seem still in decent nick. But you can only see like the buildings on this side of the town.
But very little in the way of movement, I'll take it.
You can see no movement.
Nyx suddenly has a brain cell and she goes, she's a druid! It was her!
Not exactly keeping low key, but okay.
That's just like, well, let's not waste any time. Let's get in and check.
Mm-hmm.
So, who's marching up? I'm assuming next year you want to meet this person, so you'll be up front with Axel this time. Yep.
Yep.
And then, assuming then just Lathia and Kevlar, it's just chilling together at the back.
Yeah, I guess so.
So,
See,
as you
it's at this point I'd make I'd make a joke, but only Dinid would get it at this point,
yeah, go for it.
and maybe folks in chat. Yeah, Laffy, as you're walking along, watch out for any tree branches. I've heard they can be quite weird sometimes in places like this.
You're right, I don't get that.
Let's just say, Gorzara, my half-orc that appeared in the city streets earlier, with a very nice hat, met a bit too close with a tree, and then got very paranoid of trees.
I see.
Let's
I'm
just
trying to
say
give
it's
you a bit of a
circumstance
map.
and pad rolling.
There we go. Okay. So I can actually zoom out a little bit.
Ooh.
So
Trees.
this is about everything you could see from the road anyway. So this is the tower. There's a whole bunch of buildings that you could see. But this is the main road in. You guys seem very small in comparison. A map and book different. I can't wait to get my hard copy of the new updated book. Should probably order some dice or something. There you go. There was next. So that's the marching order. So as you guys start coming to town, you notice there are buildings on both sides. Which side would you like to investigate first?
Do I see anything that detects traps on anywhere near the path?
I say you be keeping an eye out, but you don't see anything. That's
Okay.
trapping. Yeah. So the first cottage you come across, is the small square one we can see on screen, and then that's just the west and the building furthest out from town. Then there's these are like two cottages that are very crumbled, but you can see like trees that started growing between the two. And the one on the left is actually what looks like an old tavern that is falling apart, of course. You can tell it hasn't been, it looks like it's been very vacant for a very long time.
Hang on, I just want to quickly check something.
Mm-hmm.
Does everyone see this?
Oh, that little thing, yes, sorry. That's on my
Yeah,
map. Why?
If you press X, you'll bring up the point tool. That might just be a bit better. Because right now, I only see your cursor, which is like 10 behind on
there we
the
go.
stream.
Sorry, yeah. So this is the first little square thing. This is where the tavern is. Up here. And these are just, like, all of these ones look... The tavern looks in pretty bad nick, but because it was a tavern, its walls, it's of the structures around here, it's more... The roof has got a big hole in the top, but its walls are at least solid. And if you guys looked very closely at the door, you can even see its name. It was the Brown Horse Tavern. So where do you guys want to investigate first?
I feel like, I mean, basically, like the two ruined buildings there to our south, the immediacy that we would see, and therefore, at least in Lathy's probably that'd be the first buildings he would head towards to try and search anyway.
So you want to go look at those? There's more cottages to the south there.
Well, yeah, they're just sort of directly, like, if you're walking in from that area, they're the closest, so... But obviously, I guess if they're... You said they were really ruined, right? Like, we can see...
Well, the walls
they're
on them are...
wrecked, or-
No, so the walls around this one are completely solid. Most of the roofs are still on these buildings. It's just you can tell that they, like... So picture, yes, like the ones that are really bad are the two in the middle here. Most of the roofs have like caved in, and trees have even started breaking, and like there's more tree combining the two houses then. These used to be two buildings, not just one structure with trees almost. But this one is still pretty much intact, except most of its roof is gone, but the walls are still mostly there.
So I guess kind of keeping his head on a swivel, Lathy would move... Can't indicate it easily, obviously, because we're not on the map, but like kind of between the two entrances there, just like not all
Oh, you
the way
wanna
down
go-
the road, but like
You want to come like in
Just
between the
kind
two
of-
and looking in between?
yeah, like a little bit up from where your cursor is in a minute, just marginally so.
These maps would
Okay.
do so good with grid references.
Yeah, they really would. But like keeping his head on a swivel, so I'm like, we've been warned about the bird wings, so like Lathy's a little cautious, but not as per usual. Lathy is also not completely terrified.
I just
Because
deleted
he likes to
Laffy.
just oh well, Lathy's
Oh,
dead.
no.
All right, see you later, guys. Have a good-
Well,
Been good. Been good. No,
Okay.
the druid got me. I'm sorry. Avenge me.
There we go.
further down the street for any movement then.
Okay, so you're gonna do that. Axel will come with you. I'm assuming next. So you also want to investigate these ones, or you want to stay on the road?
Yes. I want to investigate.
Okay, so Axel takes more interest in the one on the right. You're gonna go on the one on the left.
Yeah.
As you guys take a look here, can you both give me a perception check?
I can't even see anything within the light not being on. There we go.
Hmm. 18.
I had a 10.
Galathi, you don't see anything. You're just ready to like to stride into the building to take a look. But Nix, as you even try to come forward, so Nix, you see that the trees, because you can see there's vines growing on the building, and you notice something strange. That the trees on either side almost look like creatures standing very perfectly still. Go ahead, give me a nature check.
We're about to fight fucking tree being, aren't we? God damn it.
No, this is what I said.
20, but not natural.
Yeah. So you familiar with, you've heard of these are called twig blights.
I like go, Lathy, stop. Does Lathy respond?
Lathy, I'm thinking about what he would do actually. Would he respond? That's a very good question. That's exactly what I'm thinking. He probably would, yeah. He'd like pause for like, he'd like to do that sort of pause double take moment, So he's not necessarily completely stopped, but it's slowing his stride slightly as he kind of looks quizzically upon Nyx, who
Back away from the door, slowly.
I was about to question, is history doomed to repeat itself?
probably.
There is some twig guys standing over the doorway, and they haven't moved yet, so I don't know if they'll attack us, but if The further away we are, probably the better. Because I don't see anything unless they're going to throw a twig at us. Ranged.
Lathy turns back to the door and tries to see if he can see the twig guys that Nyx is referring to. I don't know if you want me to roll again for that, but he's now a little bit. He's trying to assess basically whether he believes Nyx is serious about there being twig men or not.
Axel also starts slowly backing away from the other building, and it's like, I think I see the same thing in this building. Perhaps we should avoid these, and just starts backing further away.
Can Lathy notice the twig men, or am I still
No.
the twig men?
Well, I guess you'd take a look at what, if you want to take a look at what Axel said. So roll again a perception check.
Fucking I rolled even less. I rolled an 8.
Nope, you just see, like, you don't see them, but the others are like, no, they're there.
This reminds me, I went to the zoo and there's like little, obviously, leaf insects. And I was looking inside the tank and I was like, it's right there. My friend was like, I can't fucking see it.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to apologise now to my fellow players. Lathy will
That's fine.
shake his head and continue stepping towards the door
Of which building?
of whichever the one was you told me I was heading to before. Was I going to the right one? I think
Yeah,
the
that's
right
one.
was I?
I just said you just looked with Axel after you've looked at this one first, and you just don't believe either one of them saying.
I thought Lathy was being weird when I said Lathy stop, otherwise I would have said Axel stop too for reference.
No, Axel. So basically, what happens? Lathy was with you. Axel went and looked at this building. So he
okay.
also. I rolled the check for him. I rolled a natural 19, which was enough. I know it goes up for him, so it'll be in the 20s. So he also saw them in this building.
He is not a team player because he doesn't automatically believe anybody. He's just like. He just literally is. So in the sequence of events here, Nyx has gone, Lathy, stop, there might be a tree man. Lathy's turned around and gone, hang on, let me look. Looked, gone, it's just a fucking tree. What an idiot child. And then continued to walk towards the house.
Okay then. Can everyone roll for initiative, please? I need to get which building. This was you. What?
I just realized what I said.
14.
I've been taking this metagaming, but.
I have rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
So that's
Right,
22.
He's gonna walk towards the building. The twig man's gonna move to like chop him on the head and he's gonna go, no.
He's gonna go,
Okay.
that's how you discover Lappy's a secret ninja.
Oh, mind count is okay.
All along, Axel's been teaching him the ways of the monk, and we didn't realize.
So I just want to double check which encounter I'm putting it here.
I'm trying to get Axel to have a week for months. Well, not months, but how long this campaigns are we going for, I guess.
Months in real time, weeks in game
No,
time.
they've been weeks, they've been days.
No, it must be weeks at this point because we've had like trips that have taken us many days
Yeah.
to get there.
It's been weeks.
And we lost Alara.
Look, everyone, it's a little tiny Buddha in the shape of Homer Simpson.
Nice.
There he is.
That's Lothy's commander.
He
Okay.
sits on a little donut.
So, next, what was your initiative?
14.
You roll for Axel. Well, roll from last.
Honestly, can I just say, I'm really happy I've rolled a nat 20 here. I just want to say that might be the best initiative roll I've ever rolled and will ever roll again for Laffy.
And John, I find funny. You're gonna walk in, and you don't see them, so you don't do anything. You act first, but you don't see them.
That's a good point. You know what? He makes a persuasive argument.
Jay, what is your roll?
6.
That's
I'm
the
halfway
6.
down the road, so.
Oh yeah.
But you
I've
do
noticed
have,
that I
many
think
fire-based attacks.
from a lot of the
So-
campaigns, I think clerics are just bad at initiative. Because a lot of the campaigns I've watched, you and Axel got the same. I know, Alara, I need to actually move this.
Usually it's like the cleric has to heal everyone, so it's good that they go last.
Okay, I need to roll a couple of initiatives here.
Helldivers has finished downloading. I can now fight for democracy on the whim of my
Wait.
friends.
And now I need to
Okay,
change the
but-
music to something a little
Also,
more.
the post there about Argos, Jay, the interesting fact about the Sainsbury's one is my mother's just been told we're getting a voucher because of their fuck up. So we're going to get
That
some
is
cheaper shopping.
fantastic of them.
Yeah, I don't know how big the voucher's going to be, but, you know,
Right.
we'll take some free money back.
Blow it out of proportion.
In
But-
unrelated news, I imagine the head of their IT department just got fired, so that's probably saving them the wage for the vouchers.
I mean, it wasn't 100% the IT. It was a software update that fucked everything up.
Yeah. No, I
It's
know it wasn't
technology.
technically. I know it wasn't technically the IT's fault, but like someone's gonna get blamed for it, right? And it's probably gonna be that guy.
Okay.
Well, I'd assume it's some retail POS system, so I'd imagine they're probably that company that makes that software is gonna have to pay out a little bit. The
Yeah.
fact that it's happened to multiple companies implies it's mutual software.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, Lathy, as you enter the room, I'll give you one last perception check to see if you can actually make these guys out.
Okay.
He did get an
using,
20.
we're using the different dice. So we're on the yellow so far. We're gonna go with the whatever this is, quartz. Right. Well, let's never use that dice again. That's a 7. No, sorry. Yeah, 7.
So you walk in and you're looking at these trees, like you're literally looking right at them. It's like they're trees.
Like,
I
know. Battle music doesn't obviously appear in the game.
Yeah.
But like, I just imagine like Lathy walks in, battle music starts. It's like they're just fucking trees.
It's a bit like
And no,
I'm
but-
walking through the long grass. He goes, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. He just goes, it's a fucking tree, man.
No, but then it's like,
What's going on?
so as you're doing it, as you're like looking at it, it's like, it's just a tree, and then all of a sudden you just take what looks like a branch to you, just slash across your face. Or tries to. A 6 to hit.
Ooh,
That
it's not tree.
And like, no, like literally just try to miss the. Actually, hold on. I apologize.
No.
It's
They have
dirty
that.
20 to hit. A dirty 20 to hit. So I believe that does hit. So you're saying
That's a bit
it's a.
convenient, he rolls a 6, then has to roll a dirty 20. Oh, what a convenient thing for
Because I just realized they are flank.
Still had,
They
it still
flanking
had
you.
advantage.
It had advantage.
That's a surprise. Yeah. Surprise.
Oh,
advantage.
and surprise advantage. So you were
That
screwed.
doesn't mean that I like it, and therefore I'd like to resign my commission. Thank you.
So you
Suddenly
take.
I've just realised I too am moving house and have to
So, like-
leave the central office.
You're like. It's a tree, and then it just like one of its branches just comes and like stabs you for like 5 points of damage.
Excellent.
I was gonna say bitch slaps.
Got a bit of chunky health. I'll be alright with that. 5 points of damage is not too bad.
Yeah.
There we go. 5 points of damage. There we are.
So Nyx, you're up.
Oh boy. How does leaving range of attack work again? Like, for example, if I don't think I can actually get an angle on them, but if I thorn whipped one and dragged it towards me out of Lathy's range, would he get attack of opportunity?
No. Forced
No.
movement does not provoke attack of opportunity.
Okay, fair enough. I just figured I'd ask. Either way, I moved like an angle so I can sort of see around Lathy and try and hit one of these twig blights with a thorn whip.
So I can say...
With the thorn whip.
Oh, actually, Letty, do you want to stay there, or did you want to try leave? I don't... Do you want to say with the rest of your movement what you want to try to do?
He'll just stay there. I feel like he
Okay.
would be like, "Oh, bastard," but probably wouldn't be smart enough to really move. He'd be like ready to fight.
Okay. So there we go. Next, go ahead and roll your attack.
Laffy doesn't do a lot of
19.
retreating.
I believe that hits. I have the table again.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It does hit.
That's 6 damage.
It-
And pull it towards me.
Well, you're just pulling, like, much to Lathy's point, it looks like to him you just hit a random tree, and just pull the branch towards you because it died.
He's gonna come out
So-
this holding
So,
time and be like,
so,
"So who did that? Who hit the tree?"
so the twig blight over here is the one that hit Lathy. You killed the other one that was about to attack Lathy.
But Lathy's gonna say it as Nyx did a thorn whip at a tree and it hit Lathy.
But yes, that. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
No, I'll leave it like that.
Okay, cool.
Dog, lay down.
Actually, wait, can I yell move or is that an action? Is that an
Nice.
action?
No, you can. That's what we call a free action. I'll allow it.
Yeah, it's just like yell to Lathy like move.
Cool. So now this twig blight actually rushes out of the building and it comes to attack Axel. Natural 19, so that will hit.
I accidentally killed Dave in his absence. Do you think that's gonna have repercussions or?
Yes, that would have massive repercussions.
Considering a 6
Excellent.
killed this one, I don't think we're gonna die to these things.
4 points of damage.
I mean, we don't know what crazy powers they've got yet. I mean, I know I could Google that, but that would be metagaming, and I don't do that.
Okay, cool.
Actually, if I don't mean to do that, I could probably just turn around and read the actual monster manuals over here, and that would tell me. But again, metagaming.
And ironically, Axel's up next. I'm actually going to just... I'm just realizing
Yeah, no,
I'm toggling
I'm
between the
them.
stream, the two things, the character sheets and everything, and I just realized I normally just cover up the stream at this point. I don't know why I'm not doing it. Right, so it's now brings us to Axel's turn, and he's just gonna go and just whack this guy. Yep, that hits. That was +5, 1d6, 3. Also insta-dead. But then, because he can, he will use his movement and then attack this one. What's this? +5, 12. Does that hit? Just misses. Cool. Next up then, Kevlar, you're up.
Oh, cool. Right. That leaves me in an awkward position of I don't know what's in the building on the left, and I don't see anything in the building on the right.
No, but you can use movement to, like, that's only 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to get to here, so you can start seeing.
But you did just see Nyx drag a stick out of a building, so there is that.
I'll say you can get to here and still have about 10 feet of movement.
You're like, Nyx is collecting firewood.
You saw Axel basically thwack a moving tree and it died.
Yeah, I'd say. Well, I see Lathy and Nyx in one building, but Axel's just gone off into another on the
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to go into the doorway for that building.
Okay. You can see a twig blight in front of him that he was trying to fight. You saw him already whack one with his quarterstaff, and it crumpled. And you see him. He tried to get another hit off on another one, but it failed. Try to punch it.
Right. I point my hand at it, but instead of the usual ring the bell or just point and light, the hand drops away. And I unleash the crossbow that is built into my arm.
Cool. Go ahead and roll to hit.
That's an 11 to hit.
Ooh, just misses. It misses as well.
Yeah, it's dark in the building, so.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And also, this is my first time using it, so I don't know how to aim it yet. It just kind of, my hand fell away and it just went.
You weren't expecting the recoil, so your hand fell away. It just went.
So what we'll say is,
No,
like,
I
you-
straight up was not expecting my hand to do that. I was about to get ready to cast a spell, but then it dropped and then just.
and I also say you aim with the way you were aiming. It kind of like you could have been like you're aiming. You actually thought was the twig blight, but you hit the tree next to it as well because they are difficult to see.
Ah. Not again.
Okay, cool.
In the meanwhile, I'm standing there trying to do that with my hand, trying to reattach it because it is half off with the way it hinges.
So the twig blight tries to hit Dave and whiffs on a natural 1.
Oh,
Oof.
Yeah.
it also hits the tree.
It also hit the tree. So Lathy, you believe that it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
I mean, just Gabe kind of hit the nail on the head. Like to him, it just looks like she's whipped a random branch out of the room. So right, like he has no concept. He's not going to have experienced a twig blight before, I don't think. Despite he does have some forestry experience, but like
I will say,
in the story that he would have seen them.
I'd say the fact it hit you though. Oh no,
Sure,
it didn't
yeah,
actually. No, it
hit
didn't actually. But it didn't actually hit you. It missed. Oh, it did that. Did damage. It hit. Yeah. So you know you're aware something happened, but you're very confused. You're not sure what's Gabe or this. This thing does seem creature-esque to you now. Do you want to just hit it?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like, if he's get hit by it, he's sort of like,
Yeah.
what the heck? Draws
You
the sword
you
and, like,
confused,
smacks
but
it.
because it hits you, you're not. It's not going to say you're just completely oblivious, but yeah. So go ahead and roll to hit.
That is 15.
That hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
Where's my D-strings gone? There it is. It's gonna be 2 + 2, so 4. Wait, is
It's
it
dead.
4 or 5? No, that's a 2.
Still enough. Just crumples. So, do you want to do anything else in your
Still
turn?
has no idea that these are actually twig blights.
Yeah.
He just swung his
He's
sword.
just
He's like,
swung at a bush, basically. He's like, damn, bush has whipped me. It's basically like the equivalent of like a guy in the jungle macheteing a bush. He just thinks the bush has been in the way and hurt him.
So are you just going to walk to the room and look around like that, and then just continue in?
Yeah,
That's going to
like,
be your
Matthew
turn.
doesn't know where I'm gonna attack.
You're just wandering around. Okay, so next you're up.
Laffy just isn't in combat anymore.
Yeah, he's just having a lovely old time.
Everyone's in combat except for Laffy.
Nix goes, we gotta go help the others, and runs towards Kevlar.
So I can say,
Sees
in
him,
your
like flopping his wrist up and down, like
yeah, you can get into the room, with your movement. So, do you want to do anything? Do you want to try attack?
I'll thorn whip the other twig blight.
Oh, go ahead, roll to hit.
8 + 6. My brain died. 14.
That hits. Go ahead with damage.
5.
It's dead.
Yeet. Once again, Nyx goes, yeet! And this fucking twig
Branch.
falls across the room. Are we
yeah.
out of combat? Or...
You're out of combat now.
So, I have to keep an eye out for them. I don't think Lathy believes that we didn't just fight trees.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in Lathy's head. I'm gonna stop that before it crashes my Spotify.
I just want to double check. Was there anything else in the rooms for you to investigate besides murder trees?
Yeah, is there anything?
Yeah.
Is there anything?
I'll check.
I don't mind doing an investigation check.
I just want to check. No, they're just runes, from what I remember. Oh wait, So you can do an investigation check. Yes.
11. Yeah, 11.
Just enough. So in the first and the eastern cottage, so in one of the corners, you noticed there was a flagstone that seemed to be lifted slightly, looked out of place. It's almost like there's a hole underneath. So you can walk over it and try to lift the flagstone.
I check it for traps first.
You man?
What would I?
It'll be deception.
Deception. 9 plus deception 6, so 15.
Yeah, it's not trapped. It doesn't appear to be trapped.
Cool.
So you move it across,
Cool.
and then you find there's a small chest hidden in like this alcove underneath.
Nice. I open chest. I figure if the flagstone isn't trapped, neither's that.
And I was about to be like, and the chest bites your hand. Okay, that would have been a prize with the flagstone's a chest. Yeah, no, it's just a chest. The chest contains money. So it contains 1,400 copper pieces. So your copper's back.
Oh, God.
160 silver
Back to
pieces
square one.
and 90 gold pieces.
Okay, so
I think just
pull
mark
the
it down.
fucking bag of copper, I just go, what the fuck? Or how do they swear in D&D world?
I feel like that's for 1,000 copper pieces. Too, that's a big bag of copper.
Yeah.
Like that is.
So
like I don't know.
there's
how
a
big
few.
they are, but if
There's
they're like a penny-sized coin. That's
Yeah.
like a lot of pennies.
So you can see, like, by some of like the papers that are in there, which are really, really old, you can tell this used to be a house of a merchant. So this was obviously his stash. Alright, cool.
Lathy would like to search the house he's in. Well, he is already searching it, but like,
Yeah.
if you want me to roll for something there.
We can roll, but there's nothing in the house.
Oh, damn it!
So Nyx
Wait, hang on.
is-
Oh, fuck! I rolled a natural 20 as well. Piss sake!
But natural 20. You're searching the house, and you're going through everything. You're like, oh, no, there must be something here. You go back to the trees that you cut down on your way that stabbed you, and then you look. It's like, does this tree have a face? And you're like looking at it now. You're starting to realize it is a tree. It is a creature. You're just staring at it closely now, bewildered that somehow you missed it was an actual
I
creature.
feel like I'm just doing that thing like they do in The Simpsons when they're like, "Is he dead?" and they get a stick and they're poking it in the eye and it's going squelch, squelch. But he's like, doesn't quite believe it's still a creature. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'll say with the nat 20 perception check now, because that's the one time you beat their and because they can't use their disguise anymore, so they kind of obviously creatures.
Really sums up Laffy, this, doesn't it?
All right.
Also, while Nyx was looking in the chest, just in the background, Nyx and Axel here. Yay! There we go. I've reattached my hand properly.
Okay.
In Dingus and Doofuses is what everyone gets because Nick just hands it out to everyone, including Luffy. Like they walk out, meet at the path, and Nick just goes, "I don't want these copper pieces."
So,
just hands out, yeah.
Axel went through because this whole thing is almost like one building. He was checking out here. So before you guys leave, he asks, Lathi, would you actually join the others again, or would you wait for them outside?
Yeah, if there's nothing for him to find, he would like regroup at the road if that's where we're heading to.
So the question you guys have to ask yourselves now: do you want to go back to the tavern? Because Axel takes a look out here. Let me give him a perception check.
Am I adding this copper and stuff? Is that what we're...
Yes.
I need to do
So
that,
you
yeah?
guys get.
Okay.
So he takes a look at the surrounding buildings, and let me just for this one. Sorry, set up.
It's another 350, so that's gonna be... Gosh, maybe do maths now, for fuck's sake.
So Axel takes a quick look outside and comes back, and like there's two places I recommend we look. The tavern, although looking good, sound, I do see probably the best looking structure just south of here. Like it's in the best condition of anything we've seen so far. So my bets would be the druid would probably be either in the tavern or that base, meaning, they're the ones that look like they're most livable.
So we start the tavern as it's closer?
No, sorry.
Yes.
So let me zoom out. So what he's basically said is he said this building here looks like it's the best nick in town, and then there's of course the tavern. So they're both equidistant. You guys are on this map.
Okay, we'll go to the best looking one. I think the tavern is an abandoned town. There's gonna be no ale in there.
Yeah, and it looks bad from the outside. Like it doesn't look. So yeah, you guys can make your way down.
Nick's also keeping an eye out for more twig guys or just in general traps.
This small house is in better condition than the dilapidated structure nearby. And you even notice when you walk up to it, the doors are reinforced with heavy iron bands, like thick shutters protect the window. So it definitely looks different from the surrounding structures.
Can I see if I can? Is there traps or anything?
Well, there's just a closed door.
Okay. Nix walks up and knocks.
He has some movement inside, and then the door creaks open, and an elderly woman dressed in green opens the door.
Nick's
Can I help
eyes
you?
light up and Nick's eyes light up and she goes, "Yes, yes, you can. I'm a druid too."
She's like, "How'd you know I'm a druid?" And you know her name is Reidoth, by the way.
Reidoth.
Reidoth.
Nick just goes, "I have a seventh sense about these sort of things."
Okay. But-
We go.
No, so I was saying, well, just come inside quickly. He ushers you all inside. I'm just gonna. We don't just because I'm not gonna be doing anything. For RPing encounter. Then I can put this.
This
in
is
here
not
and history.
something Laffy would do, but I was really tempted to be like, Laffy will put his hand out and stop this and go, careful, her bush might attack us. But he wouldn't do that though. So sadly, as much as he is a zany character at times, he's not that zany. Sadly. This is why we need to get like we'll get Dio in. He can be the zany character. Bring him in as a guest.
Well, if Dio wants to play, he's more than welcome to join.
If I don't think he's ever expressed his desire to play, I'll be honest with you. But like, 'cause he's not even watching. Damn it, Dio.
Well, he had his neighbour's party to go to. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, wait, is he actually? Oh yeah, he's not even in chat. So yeah, he's probably his neighbour's party. In fairness.
That's what I thought. That's why I didn't expect him to be in chat tonight.
Yeah,
He'll probably
Oh,
pop in
God.
later.
Up the road.
He's your
Okay,
friend.
so-
Like you're meant to be his close friend, and you forget that he's visiting his. Like I was.
Listen, I don't remember what happened 20 minutes ago, mate. All right, it's just that's a me problem. It's got nothing to do with anything else.
You,
I
life
don't have any
a life
memory.
awareness problem.
Yeah, I just don't have any like brain attention. This is why
Oh.
Gabe constantly is diagnosing me with all sorts of general medical.
I've only diagnosed
problems.
with ADHD.
Yeah, she's diagnosed with that, but the list is continuing. I feel like there's more diagnoses to come at some point in my life.
To be fair, I
Anyway,
think
please
almost
continue.
everyone in this channel has some form of ADHD. Like, let's just be honest.
I feel like I need to get
Yeah,
some food in a
joke's
minute
on
as well,
you.
but I'll wait
Joke's
until we
on
have a
you, I
break.
have 81 HD.
Oh my god.
I'll wait until we have a break, but I need to get some food soon.
Yeah, we'll have a break soon. So he comes and says, "So, hi, I'm Redoth. What brings you to Thundertree?"
So you see, we have a string of places that led us here. Like Nyx is more like calmer than she usually is. Well, not calmer, but she's more relaxed than she usually is because it's a druid. What can go wrong? It's another druid. She's thinking in her head. She's like, so it's got a thing that led us here. We basically accepted a transport thing. Not a quest, I can't think what it is. A transport job for a guy called Gundren. On the way there, he disappeared. We then went to.
When Nick says that, Lathy slightly cuts him and goes, "He's probably dead." Lathy's convinced this guy's dead, by the way. Like, I just want to make that clear.
Yeah, Nyx is just like, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's fully alive. I think. So we then went to Phandalin and we met a bunch of people. I got this like little pin. She holds up a little pin, like the Harper's pin.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, I got this. And we beat up some people and we gathered the bad. Can't think of what the word is. Ire? Yeah, the ire of a guy called Spider. And he kidnapped our friend, Alara, and we've now got 2 people to find. Potentially 4, because Thundering had brothers that also were missing. Well, not missing, but they didn't show up where they should have been. But yeah.
It looks confused. So how am I supposed to help you on this quest?
We're hoping you had information about, like, Nyx rubs her head and she's, like, trying to remember the name of the place.
Cragmore Castle.
That's it, Cragmore Castle. She goes, like, Cragmore Castle.
It's like... You can see this as like an internal conflict going on. Like, I didn't hear you mention goblins in your story.
That was a Phandalin. They were in the.
You mentioned
well,
people. You didn't mention the ambush. You didn't actually mention
Oh,
it. And so she looks as like, so are you wanting to know where Cragmore Castle is?
yeah.
So she smiles at you in a sense, just like, you're a strange one. But then she also shows you a pen. Like she says, but you seem to like your pen. So maybe I can show you mine. And will help you understand my dilemma. So she shows her pen. And it's of like a green stag. So
It's a scream what? Sorry? A green what?
a stag.
Stag, okay.
Yeah. It's like, I'm a member of the Emerald Enclave.
You're cutting
So-
out a bit.
Sorry, I'm speaking too
Cut
soft.
out on the word there.
Enclave, yeah. The Emerald Enclave. Our role is to keep the balance of the natural order. So while we do look for evil threats, I do not view goblins as necessarily evil. They have a place in this world. That castle has many years been their own. So, by the sounds of things, and rightly so from your perspective, you will probably end up killing most of the goblins there. And for me, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
At which
Well,
point,
not bad.
Nyx looks at her half a pin and goes, I could have joined a druid cult?
It looks at you very weirdly. Well, if you keen on killing goblins, I'm not sure the Emerald Conclave.
I don't kill things for fun. If they attack me, I attack them because I need to stay alive. I've got some people back in my forest waiting. I've got some animals waiting for me back in my forest.
So you can see she's like, she wants to help, but then she's also in internal conflict. And she's like, I can give you the information, but I'm going to ask a favor in return. And it's quite a big one.
Nyx takes a breath. And she's like, I have a feeling I know what this is going to be. And she turns to Lathy and goes, do not say a thing.
No. And then she's
And
like,
she turns back. She turns back.
she's like, she looks at the druid encounter, it's like, you're already aware of the dragon?
Oh, no. I thought you were going to tell us to not kill goblins.
Was that the big bird I heard?
Very big. He looks at you straight, she's like, that's a very big bird.
Nappy just like turns to this like, what am I not supposed to say about the dragon? We haven't even seen the dragon. Apart from the coffee machine over there, none of us have heard the dragon. Pointing at Kavlar.
Coffee machine.
Yeah, a young green dragon has quite recently, over the past couple of months, decided to take residence up on the tower, up on the hill. If you
I
guys,
know how scary a green dragon is.
you know, dragons get more powerful with age.
Mm-hmm.
They start off as wormling, then they go to young, then they go to just a dragon, then adult, and then older, then ancient. So he's still
Okay.
lower on the scale. But even for you guys, this will be a tough fight. Yeah. And she's like, I don't need you to kill him. If you can even manage to scare him off, do it, like hurt him enough that he flies off, or you do kill him, so need be, but he's devastating the natural ecosystem. Yeah. If you can scare him off or rid this from this town, because along with him, dragon cultists have also moved into town, and they. Which way did you? I'm assuming you guys came in from the east, from the west.
We came in from the road through the forest.
To the forest. No, you came in from Neverwinter. If you came from the forest, you'd be on the other side.
I think it's pretty overgrown at this point.
So they have taken up residence on the eastern side of the town. They're trying to recruit the dragon or worship the dragon. I'm not sure exactly what. I don't like their kind here. So I'm assuming if you guys get rid of the dragon, you get rid of my cultist problem as well. But if you can do that for me, then I'll give you the information you need.
Lassie would like to hold up a hand, like like a hold on a second hand. So, didn't you just say that everything evil has its place in the world, and therefore these people should also have a place in the world? And now you want us to go and kill them? I like killing goblins, but I'm not allowed to kill them. Yeah, here you are saying just murder a dragon and his friends.
It says, and she turns and is like, I've never called goblins evil.
You're a hypocrite. That actually doesn't know the word hypocrite.
No, but it's like, there are good goblins in this world. I have never yet met a good chaotic dragon.
And I have never yet met a good goblin.
What about Droop?
Dragon Ball ones that count?
What about Droop? You met Droop in this campaign. The friendly goblin you guys let go.
Laffy doesn't like the goblin. Right? Because they all let him go doesn't mean Laffy was alright with it. Laffy just goes
under
to stop the descent.
Nick's under the thought that Droop told on us, and that's why Alara is gone. So Nick's is like,
But just to give you guys an idea, because this is your first D&D campaign, there are 2 factions of dragons within the realm of D&D. You got the chromatic dragons, and then you have the metallic dragons. So the metallic dragons tend to either be neutral or good, and the chaotic dragons, being all your colors of red, white, green, black, tend to land on the side of evil. If you really want to get specific, that comes by their parents being gods, one being Tiamat, a big evil bad god dragon who's chromatic, and then you have Bahamut, who's the silver metallic dragon god. So that's why, and there's a huge war constantly between the 2 factions.
I like the scent of these metallic.
Trust me, like watching some of the campaigns are really cool. So just outside metagaming, Jay, my plan was actually for our previous campaign when we started with Phandelver. I was pivoting into not the most popular of the books from D&D, from Wizards of the Coast, but I was going to go into. They gave it a new name now for the whole story, but basically you would have ended up fighting Tiamat, and you'd dealt with dragons on both sides, etc. Would have been really cool. But yes, she's like, that is my price. I know it's a big ask. And then she's like, I'm pretty sure if to sweeten the deal for you, I know if you do chase him off, whatever It's hoarded up there. You're welcome to take with you.
Nyx is thinking about it, and then she's like, she like snaps her fingers and goes, "If you know about Cragmore Castle, do you know about Wave Echo Cave?" I was like,
She's like, she looks back. She's like, I know of it. I don't know its location. I do know it's around Phandalin.
"Okay,
It's been lost. It's been lost for many years. It is one of the things that I've been seeking through my research of the areas. I don't always stay in Thundertree. It's just been where I'm doing my research over the past couple of years.
cool. That could be handy in the future."
So she basically also tells you, like, have you been to the tavern?
We have not. We got attacked by some twig guys on the first couple of houses.
Yes. So if you're going to be fighting a dragon, I don't want you wasting your strength on foes you do not need to face. So part of what destroyed this town so many years ago was a huge attack of undead. So some of those undead still exist. So from what I know, there are zombies in the Brown Horse Tavern. Quite a few. I mean, I think you guys would take them out, but not without taking a few hits yourself. And then a lot of the small buildings out here will have some twig blights. Actually, be very careful about the house just across the way here. I don't want to hurt them, because I know you've already removed some of the population from what you guys have said. That room there's a lot more. I would not enter there. There's like at least a dozen, plus some needle blights. So I don't think you need to go in there.
Is there any like? I bought a health potion before we came here, but is there any like obviously there's not gonna be a human in there, obviously, but is there like any shop we can like loot? Us try and get some health potion people might left behind or anything.
You actually remember the woodcutter's wife that you rescued. Her place was a store. Like,
Oh, okay.
it was an old store. I just want to check where it is on the map. So it's actually at the base of the hill before you go up to the tower. I think for the creatures you can encounter here, I'm not sure. I haven't been there in a while, but there'll either be large spiders, zombie, maybe twig blights. I'm not sure how the large spider population's doing, because the dragon does seem to like to eat them.
There might be a place I check on the way out. If I can get a glimpse of them, I can transform into them. I haven't actually had a glimpse of a giant spider yet.
Yeah, challenge rating 1. Yeah.
I'm Circle the Moon.
Yep, I know. I was saying. So I just checked for you now. So
I remembered it in the original list, so I was like, yeah.
Yes, I do think you probably encounter spiders on this floor. So that's all the advice I can give you. So,
Do we want to fight a dragon?
It sounds like if we need your help, we need to come back with a head of a dragon. Says Laffy.
she's like, well, you can just scare it off, but kill it, it must be done. So you can even see, even though she knows the dragon's evil, she's like, still not like, yeah, go kill it. I think the best thing for her would be like, go away, but she also knows chaotic dragons cause havoc wherever they go. They're a blight in the natural order.
If any of these followers are goblins, are we allowed to kill them? Are they evil enough for you? Laffy's feeling real salty about this goblin thing. I want to be very clear. He is not liking the fact he thinks goblins can be nice.
The cultists are assortment of races. I think most of them here are human. But like, and what it's like, she's like, do what you must. I don't agree with the chaotic dragons.
Cultist garb their fair game. Understood.
Who knows? They might even want to fight you. They might be peaceful. You can tell you can tell at her core she's a pacifist.
In his head, Laffy's thinking, nobody ever doesn't fight us or something to that effect. But that's in his head. He's not going to say that.
Hey, you had a non-combat session last time? You almost died because you pissed off something though.
Sounds a lot like Laffy.
But she's like,
many people.
and she like looks. But I will say why you guys have been talking here before, if you are going to fight the dragon. Or you're going to go to the shop first.
We can probably go to the shop on the way out. I just need to grab a glimpse of a giant spider.
She's like, if you're preparing to fight the dragon, you can take a rest here before you go in. So you can do your short rests and roll your hit dice and all of that.
If that's the case, then let me just check something. Where is it?
Axel's back at full health.
Just have a just before we rest, Nick's wild companion doesn't have a range on it, so it can like move as far away from her, I think. What she might do is summon maybe like a spider or something to go check out the tower, so we know what to expect when we walk in.
Okay, cool.
Is this a long rest? Did you say sorry?
No, short rest.
Sure,
Yeah,
okay,
I get my
so
wild.
I'm not...
I get my wild chase back on short rest.
So I'm not recovering any HP on this then.
You can roll hit dice from him. I just rolled one for Axel.
Yeah, I haven't lost that much health. I'm willing to risk it.
I know. What I'm saying is that's what hit dice are there for. You can almost max your health with it. You're fighting a dragon. I recommend max, like as a DM. You're fighting a fucking dragon.
Roll a hit.
Okay. You should say on your character sheet which task. Well, let me have a look. Where does it show you hit dice? There's a spot where it tells you. I think yours, I can double check for you. What are you, a ranger? Either a D6 or a D8.
Yeah. I can't see the bit on the sheet that says it.
Sorry, I'm just knocking dice to the floor.
Short rest. Druid is 1d8, monk's 1d8.
Wait, where do I click? Oh, click the button, short rest? Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
1d10.
Oh!
1d10
fancy.
plus 2.
Yep. That'll be the plus 2 will be your con bonus.
Oh, I can just click take short rest and I guess I would just do it, will I?
It doesn't always work.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to actually heal and roll the dice for.
I'll just roll a 10, that's fine.
Okay.
So that's a 3 plus a 2 is a 5. So that just recovers everything.
All right.
Okay.
So as your spider approaches the tower,
Spider.
you can see the tower, and you can see it's got a small cottage attached. Both are in fairly good condition, although half of the tower's roof is gone. There's a door leads into the cottage, and several arrow slits are visible in the tower. You'll notice the area is like eerily quiet. Like there's no birds, there's no nature, there's no anything like that. And like right at the edge of the pathway, 2 corpses of like giant spiders are there, and if you take a close look, you can see they've clearly been dragged to the top. So their bodies are bloated and bucket and appear to be, by the description here, they have been mauled by a large animal. I wonder what that is.
Oh no.
That bloody bear again, isn't it? It's a goblin. Stop him.
Okay. The
So I
spider
think-
crawls up the tower. Right, she wants to see. I need to see.
So you're gonna like crawl up into one of the arrow slits.
Yeah.
Yeah, you crawl up and look in the tower. You can see everything inside has basically collapsed, so it's basically now just like a hollowed structure. Oh, hey dear. And curled up on the floor is a dragon. It is.
I make a wide berth around the dragon. Like I don't go near it. I should say I don't make a wild berth. I just look through the arrow slit and just don't go near it.
Yeah, and you can see it is not asleep. It seems to be admiring its loot.
Typical dragon. Got it.
Yep. You get the feeling dragons do spend hours a day just staring at this shit.
Fair enough. But yeah, Nyx dismisses the little spider and goes, "I'll take that short rest now."
Okay, and with
she
the
repeats
short,
everything that she heard back to her people.
okay, cool. So you know the dragon is there. Oh, I will say in terms of the treasure, you could see it. It's difficult for you to tell because you're looking in it. It's not the greatest lit room.
Yeah.
It's just scattered coins on the floor. You see a couple of scrolls lying around. You see maybe a few weapons lying here or there. It's basically just an assortment of stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think with that, let's take our break for the session. So guys, we're just going to take a little comfort break, and then we'll be back in the next 5-10 minutes where we get drinks. So we'll be right back.
I'm
Everyone?
a big boy. I'm eating a Dairy Lee Dunker. Not sponsored.
My brother did eat those when he was little. My son now eats them too. But he's become a bit of a snob. He likes cheese sticks, so I have to actually go take because for me cheese is actually more expensive here than buying those. So
What I'm really confused about is that in my rolls I've got chicken, right? But the packet says it's extra tasty chicken, and I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what makes it extra tasty. So we'll see how that goes.
spices.
Maybe.
All right, so to our viewers, we are all very intimidated, and I also find it exciting a little bit for this next challenge our party faces. All right, cool. So, how do we want to proceed? I just want to double check I'm doing this right. I already wish we had Dave in chat. So, actions and combat. I believe he can strike once with his quarterstaff at a D6. But I remember we argued that he can do a D8 and then do unarmed strikes. So I think we'll do it that way.
Yeah, quite often it's twice when he's attacking, so.
Oh, he's gonna burn all his key points today. Yeah. Because we need to do damage and quick. That's the one thing I will say. This is like Axel talking. It's like, if we're gonna do this, we can't hold back. We hit it as hard and as fast as we can. We need just try. We want to try scare it off, which I think will be our first prize. I don't think we realistically kill this thing, but we want to scare it off, hurting it hard and fast. Maybe we get the element of surprise, sneak up on it, hit it very hard. We could really use Alara right now. We need her stabby. But that's the kind of thing we need to do. High, quick damage before it can do anything. And if we can, not be stacked up on top of each other. Because it's a green dragon. So, hold on, does he know how much? Yeah, he knows enough about green dragon. It will, let's double check. It does poison breath. Really breathes poisonous gas. So, yes. Everyone knows dragons breathe something. Green is poison. Black is acid.
Nyx turns to the others and goes, "Wolf or bear?"
Laffy turns away from the others into the empty space to his right and goes, "Yeah, okay, I get it, Captain. The widespread formation. We attack with the widespread formation. I understand. Stop going on about it."
Oh no, I was talking as Axel, by the way, as well.
No, I know you were.
Mm.
But at the same time, his captain's telling him what Axel's saying. So when Axel says, like, attack spread out, the captain's explaining to Laffy what that means. Because don't forget, Laffy, a little bit nuts.
Yes. But yes. Axel takes a look at Kevlar and says, I think when we sneak in, you come in a few feet behind. A, just to maybe give us a chance to get that element of surprise. And B, I think you might be our best bet at getting up if one of them gets hit by the breath weapon. Or their breath attack.
Yeah,
I'm just worried.
You want me at the front, but we also need to be sneaky.
I know, that's my thought. I think Axel saying,
Not
I think
quite.
you're actually better bringing in the rear and then engaging. So still come in and smack him as hard as you can. Let us sneak in first to see if we can get that initial burst off before it can react and spread out. And if one of us gets caught, you can also bring us back up.
As well. I was getting a
Nyx
good,
looks around and goes, does anyone know if the dragon class is a creature?
What do you mean?
Well, the bear, when I bite, no, sorry, the direwolf, if I bite them, if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone, which could be a big advantage.
It could be.
But it depends if the dragon's a creature.
Laffy would just look at her on that and just be like, "It's not a human."
I would say it's class. It's or I don't know, because technically, I'm pretty sure it's classed as a monster.
Yeah.
Oh no. Creatures, in 5th edition, creatures are placed in one of 14 types. Aberration, Beast, Celestial, Construct, Dragon. So,
Cool.
Dragon is a type of thing. So, by the way, all 14 types are Aberration, Beast, Celestial, Construct, Dragon, Elemental, Fae, Fiend, Giant, Humanoid, Monstrosity, Ooze, Plant, or Undead. So it's still a creature. How much smaller is the hit point pool, out of curiosity? Metagaming. This is actually metagaming.
The direwolf actually has more hit points than the bear does.
Oh, then direwolf all the way.
Yeah. I think it also has more armor. It does, yeah.
Oh, cool. So Axel's transition says, I think you transform once we're inside, because you're going to be quite big. So I think you and I sneak in first.
He was just inside, I will say that. He was just like lay on the floor inside the tower.
I think that's where we get him boxed in, but then
Do
spread
we
out.
wanna try and take him by surprise by going through the door as a wolf, rather than transforming him to run there?
I don't think you fit through a normal doorway as a wolf. There's a human doorway. The only opening big enough for a direwolf is the roof, and I don't think you'll get up there.
No, yeah. Does Misstep go through walls? Doesn't, does it?
Pardon?
Misty Step doesn't go through walls, does it?
It does. If you can... But it does say you have to see. I think it does specify you have to see the spot where you're stepping to.
Okay, fair enough.
And that's also taking your bonus action. Can you cast Misty Step as the wolf? I don't know. Can you cast your spells?
No. I was thinking of how we could sneak in there with Axel.
Ah, fair.
Surprise attack.
Fair. We've lost our map. Just give me a second. I want to bring it back up. Because we will need it for the next engagement. I love how I got feedback that Kit's watching and he heard what we're doing and just says good luck.
We'll be fine.
Does anyone think, actually, before we go in, does anyone think we could talk to it? Out of curiosity? Seen how I interact, I don't have a chance in yet, but does anyone think they could talk to it before we attack?
Axel goes, I don't think so. If we try to talk to it, lose the element of surprise. I think the element of surprise is our big thing. We need that extra damage. If we can go before like it realizes we're there and get a huge round of damage off, then because I think if we walk in and try to communicate, it's just going to breathe on us and we'll die.
That's fair. Man, why couldn't that druid join our party? That would have been such a benefit.
I mean, it's like we could have really used the rogue just for this one session.
Alara
But yeah.
appears. I got away from the spider.
But yes, I'm both nervous, excited, and jealous because I would love to be fighting a dragon myself. I've played a lot of D&D. I've never actually faced a bloody dragon. Okay, so what's the plan? Nyx and Axel in first, up the hill, and then Kevlar, what, 15 feet behind? Give you a chance to still get in the room.
Have them actually. Nyx like digs through her pack and she's like, "I'm probably gonna be tanking a lot of damage here." And she hands the singular health potion she bought to Kevlar and go, "Use it if you need to.
Oh boy.
I know you can cast spells, but so it's good to have extra."
Basically looking at it, it's like, oh no, but Axel has one, so we're all good.
I'm gonna be a wolf. I can't use it, so give it to Kevlar. It's like, here's an extra health potion.
Axel turns to Lathia and goes like, as you guys reach the base of the hill, this is the first time anyone but Nyx is actually laying eyes on. I'm gonna switch the map now. So this is the structure. So Axel turns to Lathia and says, maybe to be safe, once we get in, if this cottage links to the tower as it looks like it does, and as the druid says, maybe you stay in the cottage, use that longbow, do as much damage as you can without actually getting hit.
Matthew gives a nod.
And it's like,
Nods in agreement.
and I'm like, we'll let the dire wolf take most of it, and then I'll try sneak and try flank it. I think that's the best play we got. And then Kevlar, you run in and join me as soon as you can. Next, I'll go whichever opposite direction you do. Well,
Got it.
alright. Can everyone roll stealth checks, please, as we approach the building?
$17.
13.
13.
Not bad. And what is... Oh, wow. 22 for Axel. Okay. So we just go as we go in. Axel sneaks up, opens the door, gets inside. And Kevlar comes in here, and then yeah. Why am I nervous? Wait, have I
Could
lost?
be about to completely TK the party.
Yeah, I'm like, this is gonna be my first TPK.
Nyx looks at Axel and just with her fingers like 3, 2. She's not saying it. She's just doing it with her fingers like 3.
Axel's
2.
pointing at himself, and then he's saying he's gonna go first. So you like,
Yeah.
So
I had no idea.
Alright, what we're going to do, because it's a dragon, I'm going to get everyone to roll initiative up front.
Roll on what now?
Initiative. Just so I get the order.
15.
Come on, initiative tracker.
That's another 6 on my initiative.
So what was yours? Was 6. Lathia, what is yours?
5.
Let me roll for Axel.
The nat 20s are gone, guys. The nat 20s are gone.
Where's my
You're gonna
D20?
get it at the crucial moment.
I doubt it.
Okay, what's his initiative bonus? So it's a dirty 20. So, what is... I just wanted to get the order up because exactly what's going to happen straight away. So, while we were all very stealthy coming in, the dragon roars because it's aware of your presence. As that happens, Axel, who's first in the initiative order, kicks the door in and runs into the room. And he's going to just flank it and attack it. All he's going to do. 16 plus... Sorry, I'm going to cover up the stream again just so I can do this quickly because I'm toggling a lot of pages here. Especially when I'm running Axel now as well. The Axel's to hit with his weapon is a +5, making it a 21 to hit, which hits. So we go ahead and roll some damage. That is... Oh, sorry. We said it was a D8. So +3. So that takes me... Then it's going to do an unarmed strike. Going to do 2 of them. Natural 20. And it's another 17. So let me do the first one. 4, which is 8 plus... I think it's all +3. So 8 plus 3 is another 11 points of damage. On the first hit. Second hit is another 6 points of damage. Not a bad first round of combat. Okay. Next up in the initiative order is Nyx.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just working out my HP. Yeah. Okay, so I burst into the room and as a bonus action. Wait, actually. As what was it? I first of all cast ice knife at it.
Okay.
How does ice knife work? I forget. Saving throw dex 14.
Okay. Twelve.
So it fails. It takes 2d6 cold damage.
Cool. Go ahead, roll damage.
Takes 4 damage. I then transform into direwolf.
I'm assuming you go into the room first.
Yeah,
You
sorry.
run it. Surprisingly, your direwolf is smaller, comparably sized to the dragon.
And I growl menacingly because I've used my action. But yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Next up, Kevlar.
I'm assuming there's somewhere I can get a nice line of sight into the room.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Come
moved to
back,
the
yeah.
side, I should say. Yeah, so there is still
Yeah.
line of sight through the
Yeah.
door.
It's gonna be yeeting a guiding bolt at this thing.
Cool. That's it to hit, right?
Yep.
Cool. Go ahead, roll to hit.
Seven. Fuck.
Yeah, that misses. Is there anything else you want to do? Do you want to like move back as far as you can in the room? Or do you want to actually run in and try tank as well?
I move to the side of the doorway.
Okay. So you're like keeping cover, like out of sight.
Yeah.
Next up, it's Lefty. I rolled so poorly for the track.
Keep it that way.
It only had like a +1 to its initiative as well. So Lefty?
Move up so I can sort of see through the doorway, and we'll launch my longbow.
Cool,
Or
go
fire my
ahead.
longbow.
Go ahead, roll to hit.
That is +6, so we've got a 23.
That hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
D8. Where's my D8? Was that an 8? It's a D8, I think. Yep, that's D8. Oh, that's a good roll. An 8 plus 2. So that's 10 points of damage.
You're cool.
I'd also like to use my special, which is once on my turn, I can cause a swarm to attack a creature of my choosing.
Okay, cool.
The attack target will take 1d6 of piercing damage from the swarm, and then has to succeed on a strength saving throw to avoid being moved. But I don't know whether that actually works on a dragon, because it doesn't say how big the swarm is.
Yeah, I don't think it'll move it, but I think it'll roll your damage.
3 damage.
Cool.
I don't think I have a bonus action I could do here, really. I do not.
Alright, cool. Are you gonna try hang back, come hide by the door? Or are you gonna move as far back as you can with your
Just move back a bit, but like
keep line of sight or just duck away?
yeah, keep a line of sight because he wants to continue like the fight. He's not that tactically sound.
Fair enough. Okay.
But yeah, line of sight.
Yeah, this creature is probably the biggest thing you guys have ever seen fought. Right. It's the dragon's turn. So, it has been suddenly engaged. I think it's going to focus on one of the two targets in the room it's with. Because it's now being flanked. Doesn't like the situation. So, Gabe, call it. Odds or evens?
Odds.
Odds it is. It goes for the direwolf. It's going to just turn at you, and it looks like it takes a deep breath and looks like it's about to roar. But instead, it just breathes this like huge, like green smoke at you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Let me get my D6 ready.
Intelligent Constitution. So I use the Constitution of this. Okay. $11.
You fail. I don't think I have enough D6s. How many D6s do I earn? I have 10 so far.
But bonus points to Gabe for sounding so positive about the number 11. It was like 11.
No,
Oh,
it's
You
11.
are now dead.
There you
Oh,
go.
shit.
Funnily enough, I'm on to 11
Obviously,
dice. Yes?
This is poison. If I transform back into Nyx, does the status carry over?
No. So basically, it's just the type of poison damage. It's not the status of poisoned.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
it's like fire damage or radiant damage or piercing or bludgeoning. It's just the type.
Yeah, okay.
I just need to remember. I'll give you an option. Do you want me to give you the straight average, or should I roll it? I always prefer to roll it.
It's up to you, honestly.
Okay. So you are taking 12d6 poison damage. And yes, by the way, if you're asking if the damage total exceeds the direwolf, it will roll over.
Oh yeah,
to
no,
you.
no, it's just poison status effect.
No. Should have never rolled this many dice. There's a lot of 6s here. That's not good. So that's 3 6s. So that's 12. That's 24. Plus 10. That's 30. Plus another 10. Shit. 24, 34, 44, 48, 51, 52. I need to roll one more. 57 points of poison damage.
I am no longer a wolf.
Ooh, shit.
You'll also see my stats updated on D&D Beyond.
How bad is it?
You're the DM.
Oh, shit. Alright, I'll go have a look. Hold on, I want to see this. I don't want to see this, but I need to see this. Like, how bad is this? Okay. But that brings, I believe, an end to turn, because I think they can't multi-attack if they use their breath weapon.
The dragon rears back, breathes on Nyx, and all you hear is
No, you hear
followed
is...
shortly by followed shortly by
I will say though, that was way over the average dice roll. I rolled a lot of 6s and a lot of 5s.
But wait, a hero on the horizon coming to save us.
Average damage would have been no, that man is killing Formula 1. Let's not talk about that. The average damage would have been 42.
I would have still been a wolf.
Yeah.
For this special one, I rolled my hit dice specifically.
Oh, fair.
So if I'd went with the average, it would have 37, but it's 5 plus 10, so I rolled.
So yeah, so you rolled higher and I rolled higher. It just happens sometimes with dice. But anyway, let's go back to our initiative order.
Finish
Right.
this roll. I'm calling. So,
All right.
Get ready to say
Axel.
goodbye to Nick.
Well, you get a turn before the dragon goes again, though. Axel's turn. Who now gets to roll with advantage.
For Nix, I'm going to celebrate by eating this cream egg, also not sponsored.
I'm just going to roll for all three. First attack hits. Second attack, yet again, natural 20. Third attack.
At least she's using the loaded dice for Axel's rolls too, that's good.
Well, that's for D6s. That's a 14. No, sorry.
I know, but no, she didn't deny he was using loaded dice there, guys. Just want
I don't use loaded dice. But 2 of his attacks hit, so the D8 hits. So D8 plus 3. That is 7 points of damage. Now the flurry of blows that he did. One hit. The one just missed it. He rolled a 17, didn't hit. 8 plus 3 is 11 points of damage. Okay, cool. That brings us to the end of Axel's turn. Nix, you're up.
I use a bonus action to transform back into the direwolf.
Thought you would, but then get rid of it.
And I take a bite at the dragon.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
19.
That hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
2d6. If the target's a creature, it must succeed a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Strength. What is this dragon's strength?
11 damage also.
Let me do the damage first, so it's out the way. And then strength saving throw.
Yes. DC 13.
Why does it only give me Dex on was Charisma? So I'm just gonna go straight button and strength roll. 13. Ooh, it matches at 13, so it saves.
Okay.
Which actually, in hindsight, might not be the worst thing, because also thinking about prone is very good if you're meleeing. If you're doing any range attacks. It actually, I wouldn't, for a dragon, I wouldn't actually say, but normally with like a human, if they go prone, it actually, if they're lying on the floor, they actually, you roll at disadvantage to hit them with a ranged attack, because they're, you know, lying on the ground. But, yeah, I believe that takes up your turn. Next up is Kevlar.
Yeah, bonus. I could. No.
Yeah, bonus action into direwolf, yeah.
Yeah.
Not a bad shot, to be fair.
Let's see if it works this time. I once again try and hit it with guiding bolt.
Go ahead, roll to hit. Please roll good. Please roll good. Please roll good.
I'm also going to throw in one built for success. I'm going to roll an extra d4 to back this up. Fantastic. So that is 13 plus 1 for built for success, and it is a plus 4 to DC to hit.
So what's the total?
To hit.
You just hit it. Just barely hit.
Fan-bloody-tastic.
So if I tell you guys you just barely hit, you've matched its AC.
Fantastic.
Oh, just so you guys know, that's when I'm doing it both ways, because some DMs say you have to surpass the AC, so you have to go, with 18 you have to score 19. I'm like, no. If you match, you succeed. That's the rule. It's the setting of a DC level. Have I lost audio?
Oh, it's me
No.
muted because I'm getting
Oh.
pissed off at my dice not staying on the table because I have
Fair.
not that much.
Oh no, I'm
Loves to fucking bounce around.
struggling, like, because I take so many dice out of my tray because I store my dice in my tray, and my laptop's taking up most of my desk. I have very little space in this setup. That's what I miss about the lounge.
22 points of radiant.
Ooh, big hit. I will actually tell you guys, Dragon's looking a little rough, eh? And Guiding Bolt. So Lathi gets advantage on his attack, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Lathi, your turn.
With advantage.
Yes. Okay. Well, let's just do the swarm instantly because that's just a nice quick one. So 1d6 of damage by the swarm.
Do you not have to hit
Which is
first with it?
No, just says. Oh no, I do have to hit. You're right. I'm telling a lie. Let me try and shoot it first, then I guess.
Yeah.
But before I shoot it, I'm going to do something I probably should have done last turn because I'd completely forgotten I had spells because it's been so long since we played. So.
Let me guess. Hunter's Mark?
Do you know what? I don't know. I'm in a little bit. Hunter's Mark would normally be the one I would go for here, but I've also got a little bit of a temptation to try and pin this bitch down with an ensnaring strike instead.
Well, you can tell it's wounded. If your aim is to kill it, I recommend do your biggest hit now. Or pin it down, as you said.
Or Nyx might not be here for the next turn.
I don't think
Well, I've also got Hail of Thorns, but the problem with Hail of Thorns is it will potentially damage the other two because it's an area of effect. So it would do some solid damage on the creature if it fails the throw. But
We might also fail the throw.
yeah, it's anything within a 5-foot radius of where I shoot, which means like the rest of them will potentially get hit.
The whole room will get
Which
hit
is
if you did it, yeah.
So Lathy's not stupid enough to do that.
Well, go with your gut. You said you wanted to do ensnaring. Go for ensnaring.
Yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a snare and strike a go. So we'll cast that bonus action. So if I hit, then the creature, a large mass of thorns will go around it, and then it has to try and do a strength saving throw to get out of them, essentially.
Okay.
Or take some damage.
Does it save it? Wait, so do they? So they immediately do the saving throw. And
So
what are they? Are they restrained? So read the actual spell to me.
It says the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines will appear at the point of impact. The target should succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines until the spell ends. Large creatures should have an advantage on the saving throw. If the target succeeds, the vines shrivel away. While restrained, the target will take a 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns.
And it can repeat the saving throw.
A creature restrained by the vines or one that can touch the creature can make an action saving throw against the spell save DC. On a success, this target will be free.
Okay. Cool.
But my thought process is very much that like it's about to have a go, so if this succeeds, then it'll take some damage anyway, initially before it gets out. Assuming it doesn't think it. But anyway, let's see if I hit with the longbow first, I guess, because we'll shoot it with the longbow.
Don't forget to roll with advantage.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. So 16 plus 6, so 22 to hit.
And that was with advantage, though, right? But it does hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. That hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
So 1d8 plus 2 for damage. That's 6 plus 2, so that's 8 damage on that. I'll do a 1d6 for the swarm, which is
go
2.
ahead.
So that's a further 2 points of damage. And then I guess you need to see if he'll save the strength.
Okay, cool. Ooh, what's the saving throw?
It should be an 11 according to this.
It saves.
That was worth a gamble.
Does it say it takes half the damage on a success or just no damage?
It does just the vines just wither away. So in this context, the vines sort of like come up, I guess, and then it goes like, and then the vines kind of rip apart, and
Yeah, breaks them. Yeah.
shrivel back to the ground.
Yeah, Ed rolled a 12. No, was it 12? Yeah, it was a 12.
Yeah, fair enough. That is it. That's all I can do.
Okay. Let's see what we can do for the dragon. Damn it. Okay, it regains its birth weapon.
Abe's face. Nix is about to die.
Because it had to roll a 5, I had to roll a d6, and it's
She's
like,
I really like
hold
that
on.
character that time I played it.
Let me see here. Yeah.
I'm so,
Get her full power.
It just
Abe's
recharges.
like, I'm so angry that Nix is going to die. I'm going to go out and buy a Space Wolves Combat Patrol. That's how angry I am.
It's gonna do it again. Gabe, give me a saving throw.
What is it again?
For Constitution again.
Constitution, yeah.
Okay. 16 plus 2, 18.
You succeed this time.
I take half damage though, I'm assuming.
Yes, you take half damage.
I'll take the average.
No, I'm rolling.
No!
Only 2 6s this time. No, 3 6s, sorry. The 18,
thank
that's
God.
20.
Only 3 6s, Gabe.
Alright.
That's 20.
That's like saying only one
20,
capsule of
30, 40.
cyanide. Thank God.
46, 48. What's the average? 42, so it's not bad. 48 halved. So you take 24 points of poison damage.
Cool.
And
I'm Stella Wolf.
he looks at that and he's like, he gets really intimidated. And you just check him unfurl his wings. And he's gonna try fly away. So Axel and Gabe, you both get attack of opportunity.
Can I just let it leave?
I just want to double check. Hold on, because I'm doing this from the old book. Will it actually leave? What does it say in this book? I need to follow what the book says. Because I'm following the rules from Lost Mines, not from Old Tower. Oh no! Yeah, no, he's leaving. Axel does the same, so it just leaves. They made this way tougher.
Nyx doesn't transform back because obviously it's her last one. Just sort of like sits there and misses Alara because she can no longer communicate. But she's like staying as the wolf just in case he comes back.
I should double check. I'm pretty sure we had it down to. Yeah, we did. Yeah. Just. Jeez, you guys did exactly enough to get it out of here. But you guys didn't take any damage, except for Nyx. And you didn't even take that much.
I go over to the big dog. I pat it on the head. I cast Cure Wounds first level.
Too late. Because that won't heal Nyx.
No. But as a just in case.
Fair.
Enjoy the 7 extra points.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Got the wolf back up to Nyx's normal hit point.
No, you got hit rough twice. The save was good. See, the save is everything. If you managed to save the first one was just bad because you failed. So you took and you just took this huge hit.
What was the damage off of the first one again?
50 something.
Yeah.
52, I think. I was on 45. The wolf had 45 health because I rolled it.
Yeah,
It's usually 37. It had 45.
I
I'm
realised
down to 17.
I realized I should have gone in.
Why?
Because I just looked at my character sheet.
What does it say?
Advantage against poisoning. Or being paralyzed or poisoned. And resistance to poison.
Oh, yeah, you would have taken... so what would have happened to you is you would still roll the save on the poison breath, and you would take half.
Yeah,
So
half
if-
damage. Yeah.
But a quarter damage if you save.
Yeah.
So it does.
Yeah.
Some people think you become immune. It just keeps halving.
Yeah,
We
no,
can.
I only have one immunity, and really wouldn't have covered it.
We
So-
can say thank you to Will. He gave me this dice last time we met up, and it's a little clear one. I think it's actually a Warhammer dice set going by the other dice, but I like the D20. Like you got use for both, so I've been using that.
So
Let's just say my dice learned its lesson after it took a trip to the floor.
I will say, thankfully, and also sadly, that fight was more anticlimactic than I thought it would be. But
I was really ready for the team wipe. I'm gonna be honest.
yeah, I was ready for
I
it.
don't want the team wipe, but I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't get the team wipe inside.
I thought someone would die, or at least go to 0 hit points. But I think it all came down to the dice, which often it does. So the dragon had a poor initiative, so everyone got to position themselves very well. You guys were perfect. Like, if you guys were running in the door and it went first, and it breath weaponed a lot of you, think about it. Imagine all of you had to roll that save or take 52 points of damage on turn 1.
Joke's on you. Joke's on you. I'm fine.
Well, no, but it'll be like this. You'd be like, I'm fine, but you just check, like, you looked around you at everyone's corpses.
Built
But-
different. Quite literally.
Yeah. So, the dragon crawls up the roof and just unfurls its wings and flies away. You just hear the thuds of its wings disappearing.
Nyx growls.
And I think we did all of that with peaceful music. We did. Oh, it's hilarious. I was about to switch.
I've not tuned into the music, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's fine. It's more for background ambience, really. So, you guys can see, because I don't even have to, like, gathered
Excuse me.
loot around the room. Nice neat pile that it was sitting on.
Can I sniff out a loot and point it to other people with my paw?
Well, they can see it, but yeah, you can do it.
Okay. Can I sniff out anything specific?
Go again. Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. Where is that? +3, 16.
So you're busy sniffing and pushing through a whole bunch of coins, and because you're just sniffing through them all, but you smell something different amongst all of it, and near beneath the coins, so underneath, you find a rusty old battle axe. It looks dwarven in make, and it has just dwarvish writing on the side.
Nyx growls at it and bats it away towards the others, and then continues sniffing.
Yeah, so it's quite rusty.
Yeah, Nyx doesn't like anything metal.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so for everyone else investigating the room, you guys can start gathering up all the stuff because it's just rubble. You will find, so you guys can divvy this up, 2,100 copper pieces.
Fuck's sake. Alright, let me write this down. 2,100.
See, it would have been a lot more of the silver and gold, but because you had to exchange it.
No, I'm honest. No, I would love to do that because I could have done this a lot. I'm just reading it from the screen. If I wanted to do that, when I read this next thing out, you're going to understand what I could have done. So 2,100 copper pieces, 130 gold pieces. I could have added 2 zeros onto that and just made it all copper. So there would have been 13,000 copper pieces on top of the 2,000. So there would have been 15,000 copper pieces. So 130 gold pieces. And then 4 silver goblets set with moonstones. Each worth 60 gold. In addition to all the valuable stuff, you find...
What are they worth, sorry? 60 gold?
Yeah, 60 gold. So you got 4 of them. There are 2 scrolls. First scroll is the spell of Misty Step, and the second is of Lightning Bolt.
George in my arms isn't easy.
Kevlar, did you pick up the axe by any chance?
I would like to have a closer look at it.
Okay, cool. So you pick it up. So yet again, very rusty axe. It is a dwarven manufacturer with dwarven writing on it. Do you have the identify spell?
Of course I do.
Are you going to use it?
Yes.
Intent. You realize the rust is misleading. The runes, although you might not understand. Do you understand Dwarvish? I'm not sure which language you read, right?
No.
But although you don't understand it, you get the feeling it's a spell. And its name is Hue. It is a plus Hue, as in...
Like Jackman?
No, H-E-W, Hue.
Oh.
It's a +1 battle axe that deals maximum damage when the wielder attacks a plant, creature, or object made of wood.
Yeah, you won't like this one.
The axe's creator used it for protection while in the forest while he cut firewood. But can you not think of creatures in this town? You can see why.
Yeah.
This thing will just like cut through all the blights, like no issue. But yeah.
So, just to get that right, it was a +1.
Plus,
HUE,
it's
yeah?
H-E-W, as in you Hue something. H-E-W.
Ah. Oh yeah.
You should.
Is. Oh wait, which one is it?
It's the one. What are the options you got?
It looks like it's the same, but just different writing. It does say maximum damage when attacking plant, creature, or object made of wood.
Is it a +1 bonus? That's the big thing. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
+1 weapon that has an extra feature of anything made of wood. It like maxes damage. That's it.
You can play in. Is this playing in?
Okay, that's added.
Okay, cool.
I put the split in dungeons and dinks and deuces, by the way, for everyone's money to add to their pouch.
Money.
I didn't remember to add it to Dave's. Actually, I'll just try to remember. Yeah.
I've written
And,
down, so JK point.
yeah, just remind me after the session.
Laffy wouldn't bother taking the goblet, so somebody else can have that.
I'll take them both.
Hold on, I'm just checking something. This is not part of the story. I want to see how much it cost me to do something.
Really, he's got enough to buy the horse now.
Yeah, that's it. Come on, that's a much later game item. The item in question I was looking at costs 2k. Okay, cool. The Axel turns around and it's like, alright, so I think we try get out of here pretty sharpish. Let's take what we want here. Let's head down. If you want to check out that shop at the bottom of the road, check for that necklace. And you can look at your giant spiders. And I think we go to the druid before the cultists come looking. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I take a look at the spiders. Actually, wait, can I study the dead spiders or it have to be a live spider?
I think it would have to be alive, because these guys have chunks
Okay.
missing out of it.
Yeah, true. I just like say to people, you don't have to fight them. I just want to look at them and study them for a bit and hopefully not get spotted.
Dragon been munching.
Oh, hold on. Oh, it's because it's wonder. Okay, those prices are fair. Okay. Right. So you guys make your way down to the herbalist shop.
I'm not intending. I'm trying to find like maybe a window I can see the giant spiders from.
Are you guys not wanting to look for the necklace you're given instructions on?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm asking. You guys don't have to, but it's up to you guys. But you can walk up to a window. So,
Yeah, can we see what's inside?
give me a perception check.
Perception. +6. Jesus Christ. 23.
Just want to see. Look. Where were? Oh, okay. So this is not matching the description that was given to you by the wood
Oh.
cutter's house, right? But what you can see inside. What was your total? In your perception?
23.
You can see webs throughout the room, and you do notice there are 2 spiders, large spiders. You can see them. You can't see them in detail, but they are in the room. So you can see the entire. Yeah, no, you can see it. Yeah, no. With dark vision, you can see them. You can tell the webs are everywhere, and you can see what looks like a cocoon that's humanoid sized.
1 second. The cat started eating something, sorry.
No worries.
I know.
So, you can see the webs are everywhere. So you can
Yeah.
tell anyone walking in there. It's very difficult to move and walk around in there. But you do see there's a human-sized, like a medium-sized cocoon.
Most nice.
Which you can
Well-
tell the spiders have wrapped up a body of some kind.
They're not alive anymore. I repeat back what I see to the others.
Lovely.
See what they think about it.
Axel looks and is like, we can take a look, but what do you know of the giant spiders? I mean, you're the most hurt, Nix.
I don't have any wild shapes left, but I could stand back and cast cantrips.
You think
I
there'll be
thought
much of a
that-
challenge?
I got they're a lot less challenged than the spiders. Than the dragon, sorry. Not as challenging than the dragon, I can tell you that. Because theoretically, I could turn into one of them when I see it. Obviously, I can't now. I've got a. But we
No.
can always see if the druid will let us have a short rest before we come back here. Because then I would be able to.
Well, I think if we want to go in, let's do it quickly now, or we just leave it. But we can. Part of me wants to still check the cocoon. We don't know how long it's been there. We can't see what's inside. I suppose we can just rush him.
If you want to. I like I said, I won't be able to tank anything this time because I'm out of transformations.
Well, I don't think this is going to be a particularly stealthy mission. So, if Kevlar wants to come rush then with me, he can.
Yeah. I still have some stuff I can throw.
Check which room this is. So I literally just in case for every single possible room in this town, because they almost all have something.
Ugh.
I have like encounters set up for all of them at the time. And okay. I will say this map app is not happy. And the funny thing is D&D Beyond is pushing it hard. I'm like, you guys can make it a little more stable. Okay, let me delete the dragon, delete the wolf. Dad.
Of course I have only 2 area of effect spells. One being detect magic and the other being create or destroy water. I mean, could flood the spiders down rain. There's not much in the way of rain, I would imagine.
Nyx goes and sits and thinks, I have Thunderwave. Could just stand in the middle of the room and cast that while you wait outside.
Well, why don't? Oh, yeah. So if you want to do that, I recommend you do that first, maybe at the door before you even run in, and then step back, and then let's see who runs in first.
I can do. It's you gotta be. You might have to have a bit of a walking distance to get back here quickly. I will say that. It's you gotta be at least 15 foot away from me.
No, what the Axe was saying is go first before we even get into combat, before anyone runs in the room. What's the range on it?
15-foot cubeage rating from me, so it's 30 foot across each direction. But I'm in the middle of it.
Is it a cone?
No, cube.
Oh, and it centers on you.
Yes.
Oh, so we need to stand back.
Yeah.
Alright, let me go to combat. So if we're going to do this, you're going to have to run in. Bear in mind, the webs are going to be considered difficult terrain.
Oh,
And you're going to have to move back.
Those are delightful to look at.
Yeet. How far are they away from the door?
They're within 10 foot because of how big they are.
Yeah, pretty
15
stand
foot.
at the door then.
Well, then the guys must stand very far back.
Well, if I take it's difficult terrain is double the movement, right? So if I take a foot in,
Well,
5 foot in,
Yeah.
if I
It
take
halves, yeah.
5 foot in, it's 10 foot. I have 30 feet of movement, so
Yeah.
I could theoretically go 5 foot in, cast it 5 foot out.
Yeah,
Well,
you just
maybe-
don't.
Yeah.
You just don't want to get within 5 feet of them, otherwise you're in combat with them or melee, and then they
Yeah.
can attack you for
So
free.
yeah, only 5 foot in.
Cool. So I think we'll start it there, and then I think you can roll the damage for it now, whilst we all roll initiative as well. I know it's going to be a
It's con
save. Yeah, and it's
Oh, yeah.
it's it's a con save. But is it a suck or save? So meaning, if they save, they take nothing.
Half damage.
Yeah,
And
so that's
isn't
what I said.
pushed.
All right. So I just want to roll for them quick, and for Axel, so Axel got 15. That's the lowest I've rolled for Axel today. 3, 9, and 7. Okay. Can I get everyone else's initiative?
14.
14 as well.
Six.
I will say there's been a lot of talk in the D&D community about a new way of doing combat, and I'm very interested in it. So I'm going to take a look at it going forward to see how it works. So how it works, I can't remember if it's just everyone acts at the same time, and the opponents act at the same time, or you go turn-based combat still, but it's you and then the opponents, then you, then the opponents. So you guys can coordinate every single person's action to make the best turn, but then the opponents do the same. But there's no longer basically initiative.
I mean, to be fair, if you had it in real time, that's essentially more or less what's happening, right? It's like each phase of combat is like a few seconds or something.
Yeah.
So
Seconds.
it's only the process of telling people what you want to do that takes the actual time.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean.
Yeah. So what was the damage you rolled?
I rolled 10.
And what was what's your save? 12.
14.
14, and it's what save?
Con. Yeah.
First one
Convention.
saves. Second one, I think, pretty much fails. Yeah. So one succeeds, one fails.
On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from me. On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect or automatically pushed 10 feet away from you by the spell's effects, and the spells emit a thunderous boom audible to 300 feet. So if we'd done this before, the dragon would know we're here.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
But does
assuming
that
you
push
did that
the
and then
webs
ran
away?
back. No,
Yeah,
they
we
are
ran
very
back.
much stuck. Yeah.
The webs are secure.
Yeah. The only thing that could probably get rid of the webs is if you had a wizard and they cast fireball and crazy, that would clear the webs.
Yeah.
But we have no
they
wizard
can't
this
go
time.
anywhere.
Right, cool. So, as the turn order starts, even with the lowest roll I've rolled initiative all night, and because Kit's not here to roll higher, with the thief, Axel goes first. So he comes rushing in and does an attack, which hits. Let's see, where is? Oh, let me see any point. So many. Ooh, max damage. Nice. And he'll just do hits again. Need these 4. He was was really calling for flurry of blows. Natural 1. Nice. So what happened was, came in, whacked it with the staff, and then punched it in the eye. This was the one that actually failed the save as well. So we lost one of the spiders, but he ran over here. Oh, it's half movement. Actually, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Nope. Sorry. He gets his flurry of blows and the attack doesn't happen. Because he just didn't have the movement to actually do a flurry of blows. But yeah, he took out the one spider with the 2 attacks. Cool. Next up, Nyx.
Oh boy. I need to mark up the spell slot. 1 second, sorry. I cast Thorn Whip at the last one. The
Cool.
side spider.
Go ahead, roll
which
to hit.
is 15 plus 6, 21.
That hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
1d6 piercing damage. A 1, but I don't pull it towards me either, because I don't want to risk it.
Cool. Then end your turn.
Mhm.
Kavlar, you up.
I walk to the door.
Yep.
I point at the spider.
Mhm.
And
Roll the dead.
toll the dead.
Save, right?
And the Undertaker comes back to wrestling forever.
So it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
DC?
12.
I don't think it's going to make this. 0. 6.
We get Kevlar like a little tiny pallbearer that walks around. Oh my Kevlar!
Mm-hmm.
Just holds
Just to
like
check,
a
it has taken damage, yes?
Yes, it has.
can of oil up or something.
The
Where
1
is
damage.
my 12? Because it's taken
Oh, so
damage.
Mhm.
taking 6
Bumps
damage.
up. Yeah, toll the dead if it's a creature that's if it's missing any hit points. Instead of a D8, I roll a D12 for its damage. Not that it makes a difference. I roll 3 hit points, 3 points of damage.
Okay, so next up is the spider. We'll go for the nearest opponent, which is Axel. What can it do? Hmm. I think it's going to go in for a bite. Yeah, it's going to run. Let's go for a bite. Yep. So that is a 18 to hit, which I believe does hit. Does. Okay. So, starts off with 1d8 plus 3. The Axel takes 6 points of damage. But we now need to make a Constitution saving throw, which he makes. So it says half as much damage. Okay, 2d8 poison halved. Twelve halved, so 6. That's actually a decent bit of damage. Cool. Lathy, you're up.
I guess move up to the door frame. I'm not going to use any of my spells because it doesn't seem worth it. So I'm going to just shoot it with my longbow.
Cool. Go ahead, roll to hit.
Natural 20, so 20
Cool.
plus 6, 26.
Yep. Yeah, you're good.
1d8 for damage. Christ. 3 points of damage.
Did you double your damage?
Oh no, okay, 6 then. No,
Wait, so
sorry.
what did you roll on the dice?
Because
What did you roll on the dice?
I rolled a 1 on the dice, so it's 2 plus 2.
Okay, 4. Oh,
So it's
damn.
1d8 plus 2.
Fair enough.
So that's 4, and then as a
The worst crit
as
ever of all time.
yeah. And then as I've hit it, I'll use the swarm to do a 1d6 of damage as well.
Murphy does 6 here.
Which is a 4. 4 points of damage.
Matched your crit.
And will it be affected by the swarm's movement?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Just because it's in a web and it's quite hunkered down.
So that's it, basically. And
Axel
yeah,
has
update.
nowhere to go, really. So he goes straight with his staff. That's a 7 plus 5. What's his armor class? No. But he also punch it. That one hits.
He can't get a clean swing of the staff.
What's with all the natural 20s on the bloody punches? The first punch does 7. Second punch does... Oh no! Does more. First... No, it's not even flurry of blows. He just kills it with... Oh no. The flurry of blows punches the crit, so... Yeah, with the 2 punches he lands. He missed with the staff, but he kills it with the 2 punches.
No, tries to swing the staff. It gets caught up in some webs. Quickly realizes this isn't going to work. Let's go of it and just.
Yeah.
Done.
No more key points. Oh, he could have done his breath weapon. I just realized he could have cleared all these webs. Glad he had that. Fair. Okay. Cool. So just to help speed us along, Axel runs across to the cocoon because that's what he wanted to do. He opens it up. The person is indeed dead. the human adventurer. But he has some decent gear on him. So his armor, whilst his body is almost skeleton-like in there, and everything, his clothes are rotting, his armor is perfect. The leather armor looks like it's been polished. You know, it's like still in very good condition. So Gabe Axel pulls it out. He also pulls out the belt as well, because on the belt, so he did it careful. So he was careful with his search. He found 1 potion of healing, a belt pouch, and 23 gold pieces and 35 silver pieces.
I wouldn't trust that potion of healing. It didn't work.
But the armor he found is a +1 leather armor, which I think he might actually end up wearing. I'm gonna double check something here. So just for brevity's sake, because I misread the things, the herbalist shop which you got directions to is literally the next shop over. And the druid told you that it was completely empty. So you guys can go in there. I just want to say whoever's doing the investigation to follow the instructions based by... Oh, no. You don't even need to roll. So someone just needs to go exactly to where the lady told you where to find the necklace, and it's there.
I'll go.
Well, you can all go.
I'll go.
Yeah. So you find the necklace. It's a box, like a case, but inside is a gold necklace with a fine emerald pendant. I remember you guys got the information. You guys said she told it to you as a reward for 200 gold. But I remember you guys discussing that you just want to return the family heirloom. But you guys can decide what to do now. That's why I just said if you wanted to do that, I just wanted to make sure you found it. Or keep it. Still. And I think you guys want to have this conversation with the druid now, or do you want to save it for next session?
We'll do it now.
Okay,
So
cool.
we're just start off with travel next session.
Cool. So you guys make your way to the druid's house, and I'll leave you guys to discuss... Oh, I'm just going to be the druid now. So, and Axel, but Axel's not going to do the talking here, I don't think. We're just back to just... So Gabe, are you just knocking on her door again?
Yeah.
He opens the door, ushers you inside again. Like, that was quite a loud roar from the dragon. And you guys are all in one piece. Is it gone?
It ran away. We unfortunately did have to damage it, but when it left, we just let it leave. We didn't really attack it when it was leaving.
Okay. Well,
We didn't
fact
check on
that-
the cultists or anything.
well, with no dragon here, they have no reason to. I'm hoping they'll just clear out. Okay, cool. I'll keep my word. So, she lays out a map in front of you guys. And what I'll do is just realize I just turned off the map. And let me just get my region map up for you guys. So she literally dresses Phandalin, the Phandalin region. Okay, I'll share it screen again for you guys. There we go. So she brings up a region map that you guys have all been quite familiar with. Same one that everyone's got. But they show you exactly the location of Cragmore Castle. It is heavy. So I do warn you, this is the main stronghold for the Cragmore goblins. So if you have had bad encounters with you and they're on their bad side, there will be a lot of them. But for your sake, I hope you find your friend or friends and that they are still alive. And congratulations on surviving fight with the Green Dragon. Being honest, I wasn't so sure you guys would return.
I only use both wild shapes. What's the worst that could happen?
It kills you before you wild shape.
Oh, we took him by surprise.
It was actually just lazy. It's initiative score. It rolled so badly on initiative. If you took it by surprise, I think you would have killed it.
Yeah, the problem is, I'm metal. I'm not sneaky.
And it has a passive perception of 17. I didn't even have to roll to see everyone. Or know you guys were there. Alright, but I think that you guys now know the location of Cragmore Castle, finally. So now we can maybe finally go try save our dwarvish friend. And find out what has happened to Alara, maybe. So we will find out more, hopefully, in our next session. Thanks everyone for watching. So like I said, we should be on again next week. Hopefully we have a Dave back. If not, I will again just accents will be better. Sounds like he's got quite a bit of serious problem at the moment. So he's also been out for what, 3 weeks. So just want to see how he's doing. I'm not going to pressure him to get back till he's ready. But yeah, we'll continue playing.
I think he'll be back too soon, from what I understand of the condition he's suffering with right now.
Yeah, so that's why.
Quite a while to get healthy again.
Yeah, his job doesn't help either. He walks a lot. I don't know if he's doing at work. But yeah, so thank you all for watching, and I shall see you again next week. And hope you enjoyed. See you next time.